New accounts only. More terms and conditions apply while supplies last. Visit Lowe's.com/ProLoyalty for details. U.S. only.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. On that heavy shelf you hung yesterday. Turns out you didn't use enough anchors. Wait, you didn't use any anchors? Now you've got an open floor plan. Trendy. And if you have the wrong home insurance, you could need a wall of money to fix this. So get home insurance with Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and Affiliates, Norfolk, Illinois.
BetRivers Sportsbook wants you to be in control of your football bets. That's why players love the same-game parlays at BetRivers. Same-game parlays let you mix and match player props and game bets and gives a payout boost to the winning combinations you want to root for. Combine two bets or combine many. You pick your confidence level and then watch the game unfold. Bet on same-game parlays at BetRivers.com or download the BetRivers app. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Napa, we keep things moving. If it has wheels and an engine, we help keep it on the road. And if it's on the road, we have parts for it. And if you need a part, you can get it fast, like same-day pickup or next-day delivery fast. At Napa, when we're not thinking about cars, we're thinking about the people who drive them. Because when it comes to serving you and our community, our motor never quits. That's Napa know-how. Same-day pickup and next-day delivery available at participating stores and on in-stock items only.
There has never been a better time to work at Amazon. They are offering sign-on bonuses up to $3,000 and pay up to $23.50 per hour. Many jobs come with great benefits that start on your first day, and Amazon offers a variety of paths for career growth. They have flexible shifts and schedules, and you can start in as little as 7 days, so you'll be earning extra income just in time for the holidays. Go to Amazon.com/apply to get started today. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Google Career Certificates are designed to help job seekers learn new skills for in-demand jobs. To help Pennsylvania job seekers, Google is partnering with local organizations to provide support and scholarships. Learn more at grow.google/certificates.
Primo Hoagies has a Primo deal on Primo gift cards. Right now, buy a $25 gift card and get a $5 bonus, or buy a $100 gift card and get a $25 bonus this Christmas. Make it Primo. It's not just a hoagie, like I say. It's a Primo.
Hey, guys, it's Andrew. Big Week 11 matchup between division rivals Arizona and Seattle. FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge is about to make it even bigger because FanDuel's giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win. You can win $150 on just a $5 bet. I never, ever, ever bet against Russell Wilson. But if Kyler Murray's playing, Arizona took a tough loss, they're going to win this one. So go with Arizona. FanDuel is always hooking you up with great offers. When you win, you'll get paid in as little as 2 hours. All customers get $50 when you refer a friend. This is crazy, right? When you refer a friend, you get $50. And you know what? Your friend gets $50 too. Just sign up with promo code Fanatic this week before Arizona takes on Seattle, and you can win $150 on just a $5 bet. Remember to use promo code Fanatic so they know that I sent you. Exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
21 plus and present PA. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus $150. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLE.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz?
Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Yo, Cuz, how you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Good morning, motherfuckers. Happy Tuesday to all across the Delaware Valley. Cuz Radio with the Shooters. Getting started. All right, so a bunch of things I want to get to. Number one, Nick Sirianni. Because I was thinking about, I heard the news conference with Mikey. Yes, it was on Mikey's show. And they played the Nick Monday after. And I got to tell you, I listen, I like him. I like him. I can't help it. I've really, since the first time I started to really kind of like him was in the spring, right? Like he started to come across and kind of very likable, and then I think he knows what he's talking about. And he started to grow on me. And yeah, like there was the botany thing, and then there was a couple of other things, but the rock paper scissors and all. But I got to tell you, I don't care about that stuff. I think it comes from a good place. Like when he goes to the roots, that's why I keep going Ted Lasso. Like I like Ted Lasso. I don't know if anybody, you guys watch the show. What's there not to like about Ted Lasso? That's the point of the show, is that the dude's likable, right? That sometimes likability is a good thing. Like sometimes a guy who just wants to be nice, right, is good. You don't have to be a hard ass. And listen, I think the kid's got it in him. I think he can, if you got to go take the, paint off the walls every once in a while, I think he's got it in him. But you don't need to be, rah, 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 and just bark and never love anybody. So this his MO is more love over the bark. And I got no issues with it. Do I think the guy's a competent football coach? I do. I actually think the guy is smart, and I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's green, and I think at times he's been swimming. And yeah, like everybody else, we all talk about running the football. But he's done it, right? Like I think, listen, when you're new and you come into this job, right? Was he ready yet? Probably not. Probably, to take him another year or two. But listen, he's smart. And I think he knows his way around. I think he's got good ideas. And I think he's a good leader. I think his players like him because, you know what? I think he's a genuine guy. I don't know the guy. Listen, I don't know the guy. I've never broken bread with the guy. So I can't tell you. This is completely a one-sided thing. It's not like, he's my boy, and I don't know the guy. I don't. I just tell you what I get all from him. And I think, and having known a lot of coaches and, gotten close with a lot of coaches, I think the guy's got a clue. I think and I like his way. And we were talking about this today because I heard John talking about the pandering thing. And yeah, I hear you. Like when he said he felt like he said the wrong thing, that he was a Michigan basketball Fab Five basketball fan. And then he quickly brought up Villanova and Temple. Now, obviously, he's not a Villanova fan or a Temple fan, right? Obviously, right? But here's what I take from it. Not that he was trying to be a fugazi. I take from it that he wants to ingratiate himself to the fan base. He legitimately wants to be one of us. I really believe that. Like, I believe if you ask him and you give him the truth serum and Sirianni says, hey, if I could be Mike Tomlin and stay in Philadelphia for 20 years and not leave, go anywhere else to coach, that would be his dream. And what am I supposed to say to that? But awesome. That's great. It's kind of what I want to hear. And I believe he believes that. And I believe he looks at this town and says, this is a cool town. I want to be a part of this town. I like these people. They're passionate. Think about this. If you're him and you come from upstate New York and you're Mr. Football. You come from, you're in San Diego, you're in Indianapolis. All right, think about those two towns. First of all, San Diego is beautiful and nobody cares about football. All right, that's the bottom line. Indianapolis, a little bit of a dork town, if I could be real about it. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Indy 100 times. It's very forgettable. All right? There's nothing really interesting about Indianapolis. It's why they call it India no place. So I think he looks at Philadelphia and goes, man, I would love to be here. These people, they care. They love football. They love their sports. He's a sports dude. Like, first of all, he's a sports guy. Like, obviously, he's a football coach, but he's a sports guy. He's not one of these football-only dudes. I bet he really likes hockey. I bet you grew up in upstate New York, so I bet he likes hockey. I bet you love everybody loves hoops, right? Everybody loves basketball. So, the way he talks about the Sixers, he sounds like he watches games. And everybody loves baseball, right? You're a sports guy, you gotta love baseball. So, I think the dude likes sports. So he's like us. I believe there's a lot of things around him that he looks at this town and says, I like this city. I like these people. And so what he says, is it trying to ingratiate? Is it, quote, unquote, pandering? Okay. But I think it comes from a good place. I think it's from the heart. I think the guy really cares. And I think he's smart, and I think he's going to be a good coach. So today, I don't care what happens. I don't care if he talks about plants, if he talks about roots, if he talks about, rock, paper, scissors. I don't care about any of it. All right? I think it comes from a good place. I think the dude's like Ted Lasso type of guy. And I want to go, you got my support, dude. I want to make a proclamation that I go, you know what? I'm behind you. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to criticize you, because that's all part of this town. This town's about being real. So if you don't run the ball or you don't whatever we talk about, I'm going to criticize him. But I think I'm ready to go, dude, let's go. I hope you're here for the next 20 years. And I hope he's back next year. That's where I'm at now. I think he should be back next year. I see a lot in him. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be all for the defensive coordinator, because I don't like that style. And I'm like, with the defensive coordinator. Like, I don't know the guy, but when he comes across some news conferences, I'm not really digging. And I don't really like his scheme on defense. So I separated. But Nick Sirianni, the coach, I give him the Cuz Bear hug. I'm like, you're my man. Let's do it, brother. You brought back Barry. Judas. Good morning, Judas. What's going on, Judas? I just like the song, so I'm glad you brought it back.
You and Nikki hanging out soon?
No.
Get a nice cup of coffee.
I hang out with you,
soon.
cuz.
That's true. Yeah.
Come on, man.
So you're fired up. That's good. I like that.
No, again, that's my proclamation for the day.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you, because you may not share it. You may say, nah, not yet. And listen, that would be, obviously, I understand if you go, not yet, I'm not on board.
Listen, I will give him a ton of credit for what they've done in recent weeks, because, look, the offense has looked better in the last 3 games than it did really all season, except for week 1 against Atlanta. I still have no idea what the hell happened in that game, but the last 3 weeks, obviously you put up the 44 points against the Detroit Lions. Lions suck. They're a terrible football team, but you put up 44. You made things work, and I liked it. Then the following week, it wasn't your fault that you lost to the Chargers. It was the defense's fault, because Justin Herbert completed 84% of his passes, and as soon as you tied the game in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left, you knew that the Chargers were going to go downfield, either score a touchdown, or what they did do was kick the game-winning field goal. You know they had no chance of winning that game because you couldn't stop anything the Chargers were throwing offensively. And then last week was a great game plan. Jalen Hurts had to throw the ball 3 times in the second half. So I will give Nick Sirianni a ton of credit, and I can't do the whole, well, why did it take this long? Now, I said it yesterday, I'll give Philly fans so much credit, again, because what have we been screaming for? You got to run the ball more. Got to run the ball more. Best strength of your team is your offensive line. Jalen Hurts, you can win games when Hurts is throwing only 15 times, but probably not in a game where he has to throw 40 times. Like, we were screaming from the rooftops for this. So I'm not going to say it took too long, but I will give Philly fans a lot of credit, because we were there before Nick Sirianni was. He's the head coach, damn it.
Let me just say this, all right? I'm not telling you that Nick Sirianni is Walsh, all right? I'm not telling you that. All I'm telling you is I think he's smart, has good football principles, understands what he's doing, and I first of all, and I like where his heart is. I think his heart is right. I think his players like him, and want to play for him. So I'm just saying, for my book, he's convinced me that he has a chance, like a long term. Like I give him, barring the wheels falling off and it's like the most ridiculous decisions, I give him 3 years to see what he can do.
And listen, I think he's a great fit.
Because by the way, they're not that good talent wise, right? So
he's got him playing well the last couple of weeks.
He does, and again, listen, to run the ball without a doubt. I think he used too many RPOs. I think he was trying to build something around Hurts, right? And I think, look, the fact now, I think he's trusted Jalen a little more. Like I saw a coach trust Jalen in the first half.
Right.
Everything that we talked about, and I've said this numerous times, like, dude, throw him in the deep end. Put him behind center, throw him behind throw him in the deep end. That's what they were doing, right? And they did that. Like, let him throw from the pocket. All I really wanted him to do was throw from the pocket. Throw the ball from the pocket. Let's see you be a quarterback, not just a runner, right? Not just a wildcat guy. And they did that in the first half, and I thought he played well. So I just think the guy's got good instincts, and he's got to grow and mature.
Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
As the guy, right? Like, obviously, we all had problems with him as a head coach. Again, the run the ball, it took way too long to establish anything, and it got to the point where, Miles Sanders, I heard the morning show was having all this debate about Miles Sanders today. It got to the point where we're trying to find out if Miles Sanders is actually better than Jordan Howard or Boston Scott because of how well Howard and Scott have run the ball in recent weeks. Well, it's because the offense has changed. The identity of the offense has changed. I can't wait to see Miles Sanders back in action this weekend. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like, to me, it's ridiculous to even think about Miles Sanders versus Jordan Howard.
I'm very excited to see Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders is a legitimate home run hitting back.
Right.
He's a better running back than Jordan Howard.
Right.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Aside from X's and O's, everything else, I feel like I feel like Sirianni should be getting even more love. Like, I know the introductory press conference, people made fun of him for it. I was trying to say, listen, I'm not going to take anything from a press conference. I want to see how this guy coaches. I want to see how this guy handles day-to-day stuff in the NFL. And we played the clip yesterday of him in the locker room after the win against the Broncos, how fired up he is, right? I feel like Eagles fans should be eating that up, right? Because we're a fiery group of people, right? And Sirianni's going nuts. I feel like we love that. I don't get the problem that people have with the T-shirts.
I don't get that either.
The brand. I remember you were out. I think it was during the summer, so I think you just had like a couple of days off or whatever. And me and Connor were doing the show, and Connor had a problem with the Brandon Graham shirt, and I was like, "Dude, what's?" And he tried forming this opinion of, well, what if he has to move on from him? Blah blah. I'm like, no, he's one of the veterans of this team. Like, but I want the veterans to relate more to Nick Sirianni because they've been here for Doug, they've been here for Chip. It's a new guy.
Because the guy wears his shirt, go look at this.
That means nothing.
It doesn't mean anything. Like, you got to move on.
If anything, Brandon Graham goes, "Oh, that's cool, thanks, bro." Like,
dude. First of all, relatability to your players is not an issue. I never got it too. There was a couple callers. Remember, the T-shirt thing was a thing.
The Eagles Cowboys thing. People, he shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand it a little bit. Like, I don't care if he wears a Flyers hat, a Sixer T-shirt.
When the Phillies were in their playoff hunt.
I don't care if he wears, the Cowboys shirt, T-shirt,
the guy
where
peeing.
the little kid is peeing on the Cowboys and the star.
Yeah.
He can wear that shirt.
And
I don't care.
We go nuts. I'd say go Nick.
Right, like, who cares about what T-shirts he wears? That's the stupidest thing in the world. It really is. It's ridiculous is what it is.
Right.
But I'm just giving you more the guy, like when because it became a topic today on the morning show when John talked about, he's pandering. Well, who cares if he's pandering?
Like, did he have to say and Temple and Villanova? No, he didn't have to say it, but whatever. If that's his instinct, is let me show some love to the local squad. I'm wearing my Temple hoodie today. That made me smile.
Well, that's my point. Look where the guy comes from. The guy comes from upstate New York. He's now, again, he was in San Diego and Indianapolis. Now he's in Philadelphia. All right? Listen, it's a major, major market. It's a rabid fan base. All right? It's big time. It's a stage.
Yes.
All right? Indianapolis is all Broadway. All right? So is San Diego. And look, I could argue that as big as the New York Giants are, it's not even the number one sport in town. That the Yankees are always the biggest franchise, and New York's always been a baseball town over football. And while there is definitely, the Giants have a place in history of the franchise, the Eagles are a big, big franchise. They're the number one sport. It's the number one sport in this town. All right? It's a monster deal. We're a sports town. We're not, the de facto capital the way New York City is. We're not the real capital way DC is. We're bigger than Boston just by population. I mean, sports it's a grand stage.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're Nick Sirianni and you're here and you go, and by the way, it's cool. There's a cool factor to Philadelphia, right?
Right.
And you go, I like these people. I want to be here. Like, he digs it. He wants to be a part of it. So I go, my man, you like it? You want to be us? Come on board.
Yeah, and one of the other things I remember a caller said this, and I think it was after the Eagles-Cowboys T-shirt. Now, they lost, so everybody was in a terrible mood because they got blown out by the Cowboys. I get it. But somebody said, I remember it was like a Monday or Tuesday, somebody called in and was like, Anthony, I think part of his problem is he puts so much time into the T-shirts that it's taking away from his time game planning. Like, come on, man. It probably took him 5 seconds to figure out what T-shirt to wear.
Yeah,
I get dressed in the dark half the time.
I mean, don't you this put the same amount of thing? Doesn't everybody in the free world that's not a communist country where you only have so much to wear?
Yeah,
you the same thought. That's absurd.
Unless you're like Cam Newton. Cam takes a lot of time, I'm sure.
But come on, forget about it. It's ridiculous. That's a stupid comment. All right, T-shirts. But I want to get into this conversation. And are you buying the head coach? And here's what I say. Do you say he's back next year? Can you say right now that what you see from Sirianni that you want him back next year? Because I say yes. And I go, I got hope for him. All right. We've got lots to get to. Sixers in Utah tonight. I got to tell you, I'm really bummed out with the Sixers. And not because of anything the Sixers have done. It's the record. Like, the record's taking a hit, and it's not their fault. And we got Utah tonight, so I want to get into that. We got lots to do. 610-632-0975 is how you join us. 610-632-0975. And an ode to dogs. All right? That's coming up as well. Listen, I want you to do something for me. If you're anywhere in the area, or especially the Northeast, you got to check out Name This Restaurant and Sports Bar, 2900 Street Road in Bensalem, across from Parks Casino. You will absolutely love it there. Every week, they do something new, all right? They're going to be like your new home from away from home. They got a happy hour that's pretty happy. Monday through Friday, 4 to 6, half off appetizers and all drinks. That would be half off. You can't beat that. That's mighty happy hour. It's actually delirious hour. Every Tuesday, bring your friends and family for a $5 burger. Bensalem's best burger, $5. Wednesday night, Quizzo night. You're looking for a place to watch the Birds games? Of course, you can't beat Dollar Miller Lite drafts leading up to every game. For every away game, it's home for the pregame broadcast with Devon and D. Gunn right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. You can win a pair of Eagles flight deck tickets, courtesy of Miller Lite, an official sponsor of the Birds. Name This Restaurant and Sports Bar, 2900 Street Road in Bensalem, across from Parks Casino. Follow them on Facebook at Name This Restaurant.
Fanatic Sports Update.
A doubleheader for Philly Sports. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the NJM Insurance Group. NJM, committed to being up front with their customers. NJM, no jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Get a quote today at NJM.com. We have a double header for Philly sports today. Both Flyers and Sixers in action. The Sixers, they're going to be traveling out west, beginning their West Coast trip. They take on the Jazz. Tip-off at 10 o'clock. You can listen live right here on The Fanatic. The team will be without Joel Embiid, who's still out with COVID. Matisse Thybulle as well. Danny Green will be missing tonight's game as well with left hamstring tightness. And the Flyers are back in action. They host the Flames. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock. You can listen to that game on WMMR. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Maxey into the lane, maneuvering by one man. He banked it in! A sensational play!
Sixers Jazz tonight at 10. Hear all the action right here on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, proud sponsor of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Football fans, who's ready to score some free bets? I'm Adam Schefter, and you can when you bet on any NFL game this week with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers who bet just $1 on either team to score can win $100 in free bets. When a team scores, you score. DraftKings Sportsbook customers can also get skin in the game with new same-game parlays. Can buy multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet $1 on either team to score and win $100 in free bets. That's code FANATIC this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This month, Wawa Free Coffee Tuesdays are all about you. That's right, you. Wawa wants to thank you for being you with any size hot or handcrafted iced coffee. All you have to do is sign up for Wawa Rewards. And with a free Wawa coffee in hand on Tuesdays, you can continue to be the most awesome version of you can be. Free Coffee Tuesdays for rewards members. Good mornings start at Wawa. Hot turkey is back at Wawa, along with stuffing, gravy, and cranberry sauce. Sure, you could wait to get these flavors at a traditional holiday dinner, but that's only one meal on one day. And we both know that's not enough. Try the Wawa Gobbler Hoagie, piled high with hot turkey and holiday-inspired ingredients like mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, and garlic aioli. Or try it in a bowl. It's a handheld holiday feast. Gotta have a Wawa.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Oh, Total Wine, how wondrous a selection. Fine gifts galore and so much more, and else to answer questions. Wine, spirits, beer, how lovely are the prices here.
Now offering delivery in select markets. See details at TotalWine.com/delivery. Drink responsibly, B21.
Every drive starts somewhere. For First Trust Bank, our drive started in Philadelphia and continues to this day. As Philly's hometown bank for more than 85 years, we know this city's people. We understand their passions, and we work our tails off to help them reach their goals every day. Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank. First Trust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles. Member FDIC.
You want to know what makes me LeBron?
Sleep. That's right. Sleep is my superpower. And Calm, the #1 app for sleep, is essential to activating that power. From the sound of rain falling on leaves to bedtime sleep stories, Calm puts me to sleep within minutes, which means I wake up ready for any challenge. Because greatness lies on the other side of sleep.
For 40% off a Calm premium subscription, go to calm.com/LJ. That's calm.com/LJ.
When you needed your mom, she was always there with the Vicks Vapor Rub. She used that soothing scent to calm you. And her mom used it to calm her. And her mom, well, you get the idea. Vicks Vapor Rub's always been there. It always made you feel better. And today, it still does. Bring back those childhood memories with the comfort and care only Vicks Vapor Rub can bring. Vicks Vapor Rub, family tradition for a reason.
There has never been a better time to work at Amazon. They are offering sign-on bonuses up to $3,000 and pay up to $23.50 per hour. Many jobs come with great benefits that start on your first day. And Amazon offers a variety of paths for career growth. They have flexible shifts and schedules, and you can start in as little as 7 days, so you'll be earning extra income just in time for the holidays. Go to Amazon.com/apply to get started today. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, it's Rich Gannon, and one of the things I love most about my Parx Sportsbook app is that it's not just about the teams and only picking teams when you place your bets. The Parx Sportsbook app is so much more than just spreads and over-unders. The Parx Sportsbook app knows that you love to follow players. That's why they offer lots of action and so many different ways to bet on individual player performances. Following players and betting on their individual performances makes watching the game that much more exciting. In football, bet on passing and rushing yards. Bet on who scores touchdowns. In hoops, bet points, rebounds, and assists. In hockey, bet on goal scorers. Plus, with live in-game betting and wildly popular same-game parlays, the Parx Sportsbook app is custom-made for you, the real Philly sports fan. That's why it's the only sportsbook app that I recommend. Sign up now and just download the app and get your first bet risk-free, up to $500. Go to parxcasino.com/PA and use my promo code Philly. Your risk-free bet refunded in site credit.
The website has all the terms and conditions. You must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
$10 hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
Get excited!
All right, 10:30 across the Delaware Valley. So, we're talking a lot about, today's show is a lot about the coach and the direction of the coach. And, you know, now you've gotten to know him a little bit. What do you think about him? You know, we're not shy with our coaches, right? Like, and what we feel. If we go through our recent history of coaches, let's talk about it for a second. All right, I'm going to do it with you, Chunis. Let's
open it up and chat.
All right, yeah. Let's start. Let's start. We're going to go to the last 10 years or so. All right, I'll start Phillies, and I'll start. Let's start with the Gabe. All right, let's just do that. What did you think of the game?
Couldn't stand him. Good for him for what he did in San Francisco. I don't think he was ever going to fit here. I mean, just his personality didn't mesh with this city, and I do think that that's important. Like I know it might be a little overrated, but I do think that's important. I hated how he managed every game like it was Game 7 of the World Series. Oh, by the way, his own players were laughing at him.
Right.
And so he goes out to San Francisco.
I still love Bryce.
Like Bryce Harper literally laughed at him for it. And I get it. Well, look, they won 106 games. Hey, I don't know what he did out there.
Right.
It was a freaking miracle. Johnny Cueto, like all these guys. Darren Ruff was batting leadoff in a playoff game.
Dude, I hear you.
I don't know what happened.
I mean, think about the insanity of Darren Ruff leaving leadoff.
Yeah, so don't give me he's a great manager. Dude, Darren Ruff was batting leadoff. Dude, everybody had Brady Crawford had a career year. Everybody had career years.
By the way, Posey.
Yeah.
And Longoria.
Yeah, they're 95 years old.
They drank from the fountain of youth.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man.
Brandon Crawford, who is a veteran shortstop, been around forever.
At all.
Right. Was a pencil bat and now hit 35 home runs.
Steroids.
Right. Right, juice.
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 Juice. Juice.
They bring in Chris Bryant at the deadline, which helps.
I mean, stop with the Gabe, right? Like, seriously. I mean,
and listen, look,
I agree. I'll begrudge it all day.
He fits out there.
He does fit out there. Okay, whatever.
Go for him.
All right. Joey G.
Well, major disappointment to this point.
Like, if I give you you know what a Q rating is, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's go Q rating. Forget about, now, obviously, part of the Q rating is competency.
Right, exactly.
Right? So I look at Girardi, and I got to go, like that Sal, is exactly how I feel about Girardi.
Yeah, because here's the thing.
I wanted to love him, and he's not lovable.
And, like, part of the reason why we didn't like Gabe is how he spoke and, like, the weird things he would come up with. Well, Girardi, remember, they lost a game to, I believe it was, I don't know, I think maybe the Diamondbacks, like the 7 times they did that down the stretch. And he said, this was just one game. I'm focused on the playoffs and making the playoffs. And that was like in the middle of September. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? You have 2 weeks left. What do you mean that this is just one game? You're focused on the playoffs. You're down 3 games. There's 2 weeks left. You can't lose the Diamondbacks. So the stuff that even he said, I like had one eyebrow up. Like, what? What do you mean it's just the playoffs? And then his magic. Listen, 2 years ago was not his fault. The bullpen was dreadful.
I don't think.
But last year?
Yeah, I don't think he's a boob by any stretch. But I didn't go, wow, he's a genius.
I mean,
right?
Would you say this team almost overachieved? Like, they should have done better. They should not have blown almost a historical amount of saves.
Judging that they had no outfield other than Bryce.
McCutchen was out for a while. And then
Nola was spotty.
Yeah, so, like, they kind of did overachieve.
And the bullpen, again, was bad.
Like, the fact that there was all Tunis training was the fact that they were still in it. You know what I mean? Like, that was the point of it. And so, I don't know if he was a terrible manager as we lived it day to day, like, looking back at it now. But the Sal Paolin is pretty perfect because it's not like he's done anything where I've said, wow, he's a great manager. He's done nothing to make me say wow yet.
I agree. And as far as the likable, he's not that likable.
No.
As a dude.
Remember he was barking with the media earlier this year?
Yeah, it was stupid.
It's a managerial decision. We'll leave it at that.
And now you guys, I'm not going to tell you. All right,
dude.
All right, I'm not going to lose sleep now.
He's a tough guy. Yeah.
I'm going to lose sleep now.
Now. I don't know why Gene Segura was pulled out of the game for not hustling. Oh, no.
And I forget, like, Jim Salisbury, who is one of the nicest guys ever, and he's a great baseball guy. And he's not. Listen, some people in the media can be the bleep stirrers.
Yes.
They call them, right? He's not one of them. All right, he's not.
But he tried going at it with Jim.
But they bring, like, what are you serious, dude? Come on, stop it. This is where, like, once you have a heightened opinion of what you do. You lose me.
Yeah, exactly.
You really do. You lose me. Because these dudes forget that they're glorified gym teachers.
Right.
Seriously. The next time that you're creating a vaccine or you're sending us to space, whatever it is, when you're doing that, then you could talk and you can have an attitude. But if you're a manager, a baseball manager, why do you think everybody loves Charlie? You know why everybody loves Charlie? Because he's real. He loves the game.
Dude.
He's passionate, and he's friendly. All right? People dig him because he knows the game. And the biggest joke ever was that.
Yo, man, we love you.
That's it. He won, and the nonsense that he couldn't do a double switch was ridiculous. The guy spent his life in baseball, 50 years, 60 years in baseball. Stop. The guy knows the game inside and out, and he's likable, lovable man. That's why they love Charlie. All right? He doesn't take himself too seriously. That's the key to life. All right? Understand that you're not the end-all, be-all. And then people go, all right, cool. But Girardi's a little bit snotty.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I wish he wasn't, because I want to love the guy. But I go,
But I like him more than
Vigneault.
I like him more than. Oh, yeah.
Now, he's great.
Yeah, awesome.
Right? Now, that's a guy that you love.
He's like a press conference I enjoy listening to.
Yes.
Like, I got tired of the Girardi press conferences. Obviously, you listen to the head coach of the football team every single time. And then, like, I like Doc. Like, Doc's a nice talker. But, like, Elaine Vigneault, I go, yeah, dude, I want to hang out with AV. I want to have a martini with Elaine Vigneault. I don't even like martinis, but I'll have one with him.
Yeah, see, he's got both. I think he's competent, and I think he's cool.
Yeah, you're not playing well? Hey, you're going to lose some ice time.
Right. Like, right, this is what it is. So I'm a big fan of Elaine Vigneault.
Yes.
Hackstall, the guy was a freaking...
A robot.
Worse, he was a mannequin in the freaking Gimbal's window. Give you the old school reference.
I was watching Elf last night.
Yeah.
They had the gimbals.
Yeah, that was it. We had the Macy's, but what was the one? I think we had a Gimbals in Philadelphia. I remember going to Gimbals when I was a kid.
Oh,
Did the big tree.
Love the big tree.
It was a Gimbals. I guess the Gimbals became Macy's, if I'm remember right.
I mean, that would make sense.
Whatever.
I don't know.
So anyway, Elaine Vigneault, terrific.
Stone cool, yeah.
All right. Hackstall, he was horrible. He was not good. He was joyless. You know what was amazing? I remember bringing him in. And, you want to connect with people. It's what it is. This guy, my Lord, it was stone. It was like interviewing a rock. Literally, we were in Denver. It was like being in one of those in Boulder, talking to a boulder.
And it's worse that he's in studio with you because you have to, look at him.
And
on the phone, you can end it.
Right. I'm smiling. I'm trying to elicit some reaction out of the guy. Right? And then I started roughing him up, yo, what's up?
Smile does not compute.
Crazy. All right.
I talk hockey.
I mean, come on. That's why Elaine Vigneault's cool, man.
Exactly.
He's a cool French Canadian, man. That's what he is.
Then you had your blips before Hackstall.
Well, all right, let's go.
Chief. Yeah, Chief, yeah.
Well, before we get to the back in the day, I just want to go recent history.
Okay.
So, yeah, Brett, who you love the guy, but, as the basketball part of it and the bend part of it really was difficult.
Nurture.
Right. Right, the nurture thing.
Yeah, he nurtured.
Tough. But I always thought Brett was a great dude. Great, just a wonderful guy. And Doc, I don't know. I'm still, listen.
That Game 7, this thing?
Yes.
For the YouTube audience, leaning back.
I got to be real with you.
That was, rubbed me the wrong way, man.
I'm kind of down on Doc. Doc's more like Girardi to me, where I expected a lot more out of him. And I like him.
He's got a ton of pedigree.
I like him. I think as a guy, I like him.
Yeah, talking to when you were at Media Day.
Yeah.
I told this story when you were out last Wednesday because I don't even know how we got into Doc Rivers, but when you were interviewing Tobias Harris, Doc was ready to go, and so I just shot the breeze with him for 10 minutes, and it was a awesome talk, just talking about media, time in Philly, and all that kind of stuff, and just easy conversation, 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I go.
It wasn't a Hackstall conversation, right?
No. The only thing I wish with Doc, there's two things. One, the way he coached that series was tough. You can't. That was bad. Right? The blown leads.
You had 7 chances to get it right.
The blown leads and the way that team came out in Game 7.
Oh, yeah.
And his rotation, that stuff made me a little uneasy.
You had 7 games to get it right. It seemed like he was just, going by the seat of his pants.
But obviously he knows the game. He's actually a good he's a good offensive coach.
Except the challenges. We still have issues with the challenges, Doc.
Yeah.
I don't know how we still have issues.
And I wish he would be less. Here's the thing. There was a little tension about the. I don't know what it was. I forget. Where I was like, yo, dude, listen, we've been through this thing, man. You gotta understand.
He did the whole. I don't know. I'm not inside Ben's mind.
Right.
And you're like, well, you're with him every day.
Yeah.
We're with him every day.
I know. So other than that, but I go if I had to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give Doc a 7 and Girardi a 6.
I was just about to say I go Doc higher than Girardi. But I don't know if I go 7. That's
or whatever,
high.
6.5. I don't know. I'm getting. You get my point. I'm just looking at I would go Vigneault around like a 2 slots above that.
Yeah, he's got the highest Q right now.
Right? And so where does Sirianni fit in? And these are good poll questions. All right? When you look at the 4 coaches.
Yeah.
Where we're at. All right? So you want to put those polls up?
Yeah, I'll put it. Do you want me to do all 4 in one poll? Like
No,
who has the highest Q rating? Or do you want to go, where are you at with these guys?
I go, where you at?
And we'll go each coach.
Like the 10 as far as likability. And again, when it comes to likability, it's competency is a part of it. All right? It's the whole picture.
Right.
So, and I want to like, and I think Sirianni has something.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I like the dude as a guy. I need to see more as a coach, but I also do understand that he's got a quarterback who, yes, played very well in the first half against the Denver Broncos, didn't really have to do much the second half, but he's got a quarterback that I think holds him back a little bit in terms of what I don't know what his offensive game plan is. I've never sat down with the guy.
It's funny because
he didn't know the identity until week 6.
Jalen and Hurts and Sirianni are very similar in that, like, I genuinely like them both.
Exactly. Rooting for both of them.
You know what I mean? They're easy to kind of
not just because they're our
get behind.
Guys.
Right.
They're legitimately nice people.
Again, I don't know. I like the way he played in the first half. I thought I saw things I hadn't seen before. So I don't know. I'm just looking forward to Sunday and see what he can do Sunday. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I want to see if he can continue to grow because, like I said, the offense in the last 3 weeks has looked okay. The offense has not been the problem. They ended up winning it last week, obviously, and they beat the Lions, and anybody could really beat the Lions, except for the Steelers. But the last 3 weeks, offense has been good. Keep on moving.
All right, so we'll put those up. Let's get to the phone calls and get this conversation started. 610-632-0975. We'll kick it off. Ryan, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What's going on, Ryan?
Hey, guys. How are we doing today? Good morning.
Good morning, my man.
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller for your show here. Love it, guys.
Thank you, brother. Welcome, man.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I was kind of just listening in. I work at the base on Robbins Ave, working from home, obviously, and was driving in listening to you guys talk about the 3 first-round picks we have. And I'm not going to lie. I mean, I've been kind of looking at the draft recently. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. I'm just listening to you.
Oh, perfect. Well, I kind of was putting notes together while I was listening to you guys. I mean, first of all, my take is Jalen and Nick should have at least one more year. Fair's fair, at least. I can't fault a coach coming into the situation that he did. Rookie quarterback, young wide receiver room. We got a young team, relatively speaking, on the offensive side of the ball here. But looking at, I don't know how Howie, first of all, still has a job after the Jalen Reagor pick. I know you guys were talking about him a little bit. Justin Jefferson, to me.
I think you got the morning show. I think you guys mixed up with the morning show because we just came on at 10. We weren't talking about that, but that's okay.
Well, I just missed it. Well, I think then, but with those 3 picks, obviously, I'd love to keep it simple. I think Devin Lloyd, the linebacker out of Utah, is having a great year. I think he's kind of that playmaker you could use. Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end out of Michigan. He's big.
Hutchinson is a terrific player.
Yep, and then Charles Cross, the offensive lineman from Mississippi State. But I think,
listen, there's a lot of talent, like it is every year, but there's a lot of players I like. I mean, that beast along the defensive line in Oregon is pretty nasty. Who's going to go at the top unless a quarterback usurps him? But there's a lot of talent. Again, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet when it comes to the draft. To me, it's too soon to even think about the draft.
I'm completely with you. I mean, I think you're probably right. I was listening to the guys before, but either way, I mean, I listen to you guys midday a lot.
Thanks, buddy.
I just think with the 3 first-round picks for me, you can't go quarterback here. You can't go wide receiver again. You got it.
Well, you're not going to go wide receiver. There's no way in the world. Then you're the Lions, right? Like, you're not going wide receiver.
No.
But I don't know about the quarterback. I'm still waiting. Now, I liked what I saw on Sunday, so that's a good thing because I saw things out of him that I hadn't seen before Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, week to week, I think they're kind of learning and they're kind of putting in work. And you can see, I mean, the Eagles posted a video, I guess, Slay and Devontae Smith kind of lined up at practice and we're messing around. So it's nice to see that there's team chemistry growing. The guys are having fun. And when the guys are having fun, good stuff happens. So
I like it, Ryan. Well, you know what it is when you win, Well, it feels good when you win like Sunday. That's the only fun. That's what it's about. My brother, you call anytime, Ryan. Thank you, pal. Appreciate it. Yeah. Again, I'm not thinking about the draft yet. There's no need to think about the draft. Let's see how this season plays out. All right? The draft's not tomorrow. So I can't give you a certainty where I'm headed. Either way, I don't know. I mean, literally, I don't know. I need to see it. I need to see the season play out. I'll tell you the best thing when it comes to the evaluation of Jalen Hurts and the quarterback, and to some extent the coaching staff as well, is the fact that they're going to be playing meaningful football. The fact that there is an added wild card team, I think, helps our own judgment of what we're looking at. Our evaluation is better because it's heightened. You know what I'm saying, Tunis?
Yeah, no, I do. I know.
I think if you have important games where a playoff berth is on the line, well, guess what? You could judge the quarterback, you could judge the head coach, defensive coordinator a lot better when there's meaningful games on the line.
Right, and when we had Mike from Delran called in yesterday, and remember he was like adamant that the Eagles they're must-win games against the Washington football team and the New York Giants. And if you win those games, they should be in the playoffs in the wild card, depending on how everything else goes around them. The way he's going to look at it is going to be a lot different than the way I look at it. Because I go, yeah, they're winnable games for the Eagles, but they're also winnable games for the Washington football team and for the New York Giants against the Birds. So the way I look at it, it's going to be a lot different the way Mike looks at it. Right? I might not evaluate as harshly as Mike may. It changes for everyone.
Yeah, again, my expectation level was still the same. And there would be none. I had no expectations. But the fact that they would be playing meaningful football matters. Now, it's a shame because last night, the Niners, that was a big win because that gets them back in the race at 4-5, and it gives them some confidence that they beat a good team. How about the Rams, man?
It's Shane Boy genius that can't figure this out.
Listen, Stafford, look, the last 2 weeks on national TV, he looks like the Lion Stafford.
But I thought Boy Genius could make it work. That's another reason why I like Sirianni. He's nothing like the Boy Genius.
Yeah, he doesn't have that
nothing
attitude.
Like Dan Campbell or Joe Judge. I like Sirianni, man.
Dan Campbell I like. I don't know why you hate Dan Campbell.
Well, you know why, but I can't talk about it anymore.
I understand you're McVay. You think McVay?
I saw a great tweet somebody put out yesterday.
What's that?
I guarantee you,
McVay. Arrogance. Yes.
McVay will remember this game. Remember, he's Mr. I remember every play. You tell me the fourth quarter of this game this year. I'll remember it.
Well, yeah, all right.
He's gonna remember this one.
All right. It's great how you
Sean Peterson, man.
610
dad boy
610-632-0975 is how you reach us. Cuz Radio DeCunis right here, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk a little DraftKings, shall we? That's right. Football fans who's ready to score some free bets, you can when you bet on any NFL game this week with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers who bet just $1 on either team to score can win $100 in free bets. When a team scores, you score. DraftKings Sportsbook customers can also get skin in the game with new same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. Best of all, you can deposit, withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code FANATIC. Bet $1 on either team to score and win $100 in free bets. That's code FANATIC this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Got to be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
2 games for Philly. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by localhost.gg. Guess what, gamers? The first esports campus has arrived in Philly. Play on the best gaming gear and consoles with your squad or compete at weekly events. Local host, home to all gamers, Learn more at localhost.gg. 2 squads in action for Philadelphia tonight. We'll start with the Flyers, who host the Flames at 7 o'clock. That game will be heard on WMMR. They look to bounce back after the loss this weekend to the Stars. Sixers out west, beginning their 5-game road trip out west. They take on the Jazz in Utah. Tip-off at 10 o'clock. You can listen to that game live right here in the Fanatic. The team is still without Joel Embiid, Matisse Thybulle. Danny Green will also be out because of hamstring tightness. Keep it locked here in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Join The Fanatic Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. at Wineworks on Route 70 in Marlton for your chance to win tickets to Anthony Gargano's Feast of the Seven Fishes on December 1st at the beautiful River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford. Anthony Gargano's Feast of the Seven Fishes is presented by Baroni Fini Wine. Visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com for details.
As a 2-time cancer survivor, I know that when it comes to funding cancer research, every dollar counts. That's why the John Kincaid Show chose the American Association for Cancer Research to be our official charity. If you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone you care about, join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases by making a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today at aacr.org/fanatic. Donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that saves lives. And I'm living proof because thanks to research, more than 16.9 million Americans are cancer survivors today. Let's build that number up. Your donation supports the scientists and doctors that discovered the next breakthrough. So make giving hope to cancer patients and their families part of your routine. Make a monthly donation to AACR's Sustaining Hope Club. Donations in any amount add up, and they show that you care. Visit aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic to donate today, because I'm living proof. Cancer research saves lives.
Meet Patrick Peterson, owner of a Philadelphia coffee shop. Business was normal until a coffee critic called it the best specialty coffee in the country. It was time to scale up. So he turned to his American Express Blue Business Cash Card, which lets him earn 2% cash back on his business purchases for the first $50,000 spent and 1% after that. Now Patrick has some new ideas brewing. Built for business by American Express. This story features a fictional character from a fictional business. Terms and cashback cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/bluebusinesscash. Don't do business without it.
In business, days don't just come and go. Every day counts. Whatever your day brings, with Comcast Business, you'll have the solutions you need to make the most of it. Like the power of the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses, the freedom to control your network from anywhere, and advanced cybersecurity to help protect every device on it. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
It's because my Feast of Seven Fishes is back. Cannot wait for my traditional holiday gathering December 1st at the beautiful River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Together, we'll enjoy a fabulous Seven Fishes luncheon paired with delicious Italian wine. Tickets just $55. Space is limited, so buy your ticket today. For details, visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com. To buy your ticket, call River Winds Restaurant, 856-579-7900. I hope you can join me and the Tunis for our Feast of the Seven Fishes celebration December 1st, River Winds Restaurant, presented by Baroni Fini Wine.
Hello, Mr. Vending Machine. Maybe chips. Come on, dollar. It's flat. What?
There's a better way to pay. With a Citizens card in your digital wallet, you'll never have to hear again. Paying with Citizens. One ding and you're done. Citizens made ready. Visit citizensbank.com/ding to learn more.
Wireless carrier, text, and/or data charges may apply. Citizens is a brand name of Citizens Bank and a member FDIC.
If you're wondering if your furnace is going to last this winter, it's time to get it checked out. Don't chance it. It's John Kincaid for H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. Trust H&H for a thorough checkup of your HVAC system and see for yourself why H&H Heating and Air Conditioning has more than 1,000 5-star ratings online for 24/7 emergency service. We're talking routine maintenance, an estimate on a new system. You might want to grab rebates right now of up to $1,500 or 0% financing for 18 months for qualified buyers. There are people. They're Delco HVAC. Visit DelcoHVAC.com. That's DelcoHVAC.com. Please send the Kincaids regards.
Bet Rivers Sportsbook wants you to experience Rush Pay. When you want to cash out your winnings, you don't want to wait 2 days just to get the go-ahead to withdraw your money. That's why Bet Rivers created Rush Pay. With Rush Pay, 80% of withdrawal requests are approved instantly, meaning you'll get your money faster. Why wait? Get your cash when you want it. Bet with a winner. Bet with Bet Rivers Sportsbook at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, my name is Ted, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Shake is when the peppermint shake is available, that's to me sort of announces that the holiday season is here. I guess most people count down the days until Christmas, but me, I count down the days until the shake comes out.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is that first sip when you taste the peppermint chip pieces, it's like catching snowflakes on your tongue.
Share a peppermint chip milkshake from Chick-fil-A this holiday. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough. And the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you, so you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Every day, small businesses like American Hats are being found on Google. With a free business profile, 652,000 Pennsylvania small businesses are connecting with customers. Find free resources for your small business at grow.google/smallbusiness.
Meineke is committed to keeping you and your vehicle safe and on the road. Right now, Meineke is offering a semi-synthetic oil change package for only $29.95 with a free tire rotation and battery check. For tires, brakes, batteries, exhaust systems, and more, Meineke, doing car care right.
AJ died, baby. Say it. 40 days up to 40 pounds. 40 days up to 40 pounds. That's how much you can lose when you join NJ Diet, because NJ Diet only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds. Since NJ Diet is contractually guaranteed money back program, you got absolutely nothing to worry about. NJ Diet's 100% tailored to you by using bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off. 40 days up to 40 pounds can be a real thing. Unlike other weight loss systems, NJ Diet is all natural. There are no shots. There are no hormones. There's no prepackaged foods. There's no surgery. Offices close by in Princeton, Cherry Hill, King of Prussia, or from home with live online video consultations. Call them now, 855-5NJ-DIET, or go to njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com. 40 days up to 40 pounds. Say it with me. 40 days up to 40 pounds.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
11 a.m. in our fair town. Buzz Radio Tunis. Dude, let me throw this at you. I get home yesterday. Right now, again, we were away for the weekend, and then we went right to work. So we left the airport, you and I. Right, we get in, we go right from, we get the car, and we go right to work. So, I've been home. I get home yesterday, and you know what's amazing? The boys give me oh, hey, what's up? I was like, wow. Right?
Okay.
My wife's like, oh, all right. Like they have dinner. It's not even, but I don't even like it. Right? It's like.
The bad first home dinner's tough.
Yeah, I didn't even get, like, she made tacos. I don't like tacos. I mean, I like tacos out.
Oh, I love tacos home.
I don't like home tacos.
Because the road taco.
I like a restaurant taco.
Yeah, but the restaurant taco, you get like 3 tacos for like $12, whereas the home taco.
Yeah, but it's a better taco. It's a quality taco.
I could make a good taco.
Maybe you can, but I'm out. Like my kids like they just like the whatever, the box, ground meat in the box. Like I'm out. I got no interest in that.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, I hate it.
You know what I do sometimes? Right? I steal it from the Taco Bell. I forget what they call it, but at the hard shell, you put the meat in, and then you wrap it with the soft shell. Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's fantastic. Because actually hold everything together.
Right, I'm out. Like, I don't like the home taco.
I'm so
I don't cook the home taco, but my wife does. She like for the boys.
Yeah.
Right? And again, it's a benign, and I don't even like the smell of it, right? So, whatever. So, she didn't even make anything that I like, right? So, it wasn't even like I mattered.
So, you basically had a welcome home party, right?
Right. So, the boys, I mean, if I told you I didn't even get barely a, yo, Dad, like nothing.
Not even Moss?
Nope.
You want to watch a game with you, bro?
Now, last night he did.
Because he wanted to stay up.
Right. So last night, I got the game. I'm watching the game, and he walks in. He goes, "Daddy, I love you." And I fall for the bait. Like, come here, Dad. And he sat on my lap, and we watched. And I love it. So
yeah, of course.
We watched the Rams.
You're gonna allow it,
Niners. And he goes, "Man, the Rams stink, Daddy." I thought they were good. I go, "Yeah, you're right. I'm playing well." So, but you know who gave me the biggest hello and welcome back love?
Who?
The Goots. The Goots gave me the love.
Man's best friend.
Dude, the Goots freaks out. Like, I walk in, and the Goots, I felt like I was coming home from the war. The Goots jumping on me. He's a big boy, right? All night, he was like by my side.
So you got
I'm watching the
unconditional
game.
love from the dog and kind of just like a
like a really kind of like a blow off piece.
Wow, really?
I don't know about a blow off, but it was lukewarm, right?
You weren't nurtured?
No. But the Goots, man, the Goots was it. All right? Man, I love it. See, that's why the dog
is the best.
Is the greatest animal. I still argue with Mikey Miss because he's a cat guy, right? And I'm sure his cat is a nice cat. Like, I met his cat. I liked his cat. But,
I got you.
I don't know.
The cat did run to me. When I got home, the cat ran up to me and jumped in my arms. So
Okay.
he's my boy. But the dog.
Right, but what you get from the dog dwarfs what you're going to get from the cat.
So you drove me from the airport to here, which I appreciate. So I didn't have my car here. So my wife had to pick me up, and she did the best thing she could have possibly have done. She had the dog in the car. So the dog almost jumped out of the window to come get me. And so I get in that car. Dog jumps from the back seat to the front seat, lays in my lap. It's only a 5-minute drive, but my dog, I got the kisses, and then she laid down.
See, the dog's the best.
Nice. It's so nice.
The Goots didn't stop.
And then we got home, and of course, the dog were running all over the place.
Yeah, that's why the dog is the greatest. That's why the dog's the greatest animal.
I love dogs, man.
Seriously.
But I will say, Mr. Whiskers, he showed me love when I got home, man.
All right. But nothing like your girl did.
He did the loud purring. Mr. Whiskers showed me love.
What's your dog's name again?
Lilia.
Yeah. But Lilia probably...
Well, yeah,
dwarfed.
but it's two different...
It's like the Goots. The Goots, come on.
They have two different personalities, for sure.
The Goots weighs 100 pounds,
I was covered in the cat fur afterward.
And the Goots try to get on my lap to watch the game. That's my man.
Well, yeah. I mean, dogs, let's go. Let's face it. Dogs are a 1 seed. They are.
Right. They are. Come on. We got the turtle Uguay. He didn't do anything.
No.
And the damn skink.
Did he at least stick his head out of the shell?
Rango. He didn't do anything. I got nothing from the lizards, from the reptiles.
All right, hold on. Who showed you more love, the reptiles or your kids?
It was close. It was close.
Wow.
Although at the end, Moss showed up at night.
Yeah, but he used you.
Yeah. Well, he did. Without a doubt, he used me.
But you allowed it.
Yeah, let you watch the game.
Why not?
I'll let you watch the game. But this is an ode to the dog. All right?
I love a dog. Dogs deserve all the love in the world, man.
Yes. Dogs are the best.
And she slept by my side last night. Because I sleep in bed. The dog sleeps in bed with us. Does Gooch sleep in bed with you?
No.
Yeah, no, the dog.
Actually, the Gooch sleeps with Anthony.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog sleeps in bed with me, man. And
yeah, the Gooch.
We spooned last night, the dog and I. I love that dog.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. That's why the dog, man. I love the dog. Get the big head. He's like, No, he's a sheep. He's got the sheepdog. He's got that size.
And even like seeing my wife was wonderful, right? She gave me the smile, the hug, hello, but like then the dog is like jumping all over me.
Did she make you a?
No, we ordered out.
Okay.
I'll give a yo. We got some couch tomato yesterday.
Because we got a yo.
Couch tomato?
Yeah, it's a spot in Main Street.
Oh, yeah?
They got like the nice salads and the pizza.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, that's good. Better than the house taco.
Oh, I like a house taco.
Yeah, I'm out. The bag, the ground meat. It's all it is with the El Paso box.
Delicious.
Old El Paso box.
Delicious.
You like that?
Yeah, and then sometimes you whip up like a sauce. I know you're anti-sauce.
I'm out on that stuff.
I've whipped up like a lime cream sauce before. Oh, man, fantastic.
I'm going to go to Tequila's to get it, too.
Well,
I mean, you know
listen, I get it, but you can't go wrong. How much is it's like $8.
I know,
you
but
got
it's
2
not,
meals.
That's what I'm saying. It's not any good.
It's delicious.
Joe, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Joey!
Hey, what's up, cuz?
What's going on, Joey?
Hey, what's happening, man?
How you been, brother?
Chilling. He's spoon with his dog. He had me cracking up.
Love my dog.
I love too, man.
See, the dog's legit, man. The dog's always got your back.
But you know what? As I got older, man, I don't have to feel like walking dogs. The cat, you just change the litter, give him a little food, dump it back. I mean, I guess I got older. I'm a cat, man. You know what I mean? And my cat, he followed me everywhere.
Why, you go cat over dog?
No. When I was younger, man, yes, I was a dog, man, when I was young. As I got older, I like the cat. You know what I mean? But he followed me around like a dog. I think I know that one.
So when you watch the game, he's with you?
Yeah.
That's a test.
Up in bed. Yeah,
that's the test. Like the game, like watching the game, who's with you? That's the guy. Whether it's dog, cat, or kid, they're the ones who got your back.
Yeah, I had cat and kid this weekend. But you know what my feeling is about the coach, man? I think sometimes you hire people where they're at in their position, you know what I mean, in life, yo. That's where you caught him at. I mean, he was a young position coach, you know what I mean? He's a guy can feel like Mr. Deeds, you know, he got to feel like a billionaire overnight. Now you're the head coach.
Mr. Deeds. It's great line.
He's head coach of his major football team now. Brandon Graham might have thought he was the ball boy last time he played the Colts or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind him winning. That's something coaches do maybe in their first year. He might not do it again. I mean, it's his first year. It's like he's being who he is. He knows nobody knows who he is at all. I mean, that's what he's accepting to me, that nobody knows. And when Jeffrey Lloyd said he knew the defensive coordinator, he didn't know Gannon. I said, well, you don't even know the head coach neither. I mean, he's an assistant coach. He knows nobody has heard of him. So, I mean, that's ingracious to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get, like, what the problem is, like, with that stuff. You don't understand it.
He's a young guy. He's a guy he knows nobody. Even nobody in the NFL has ever heard of him. He got the coach of the Eagles now.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And he wants to be a part of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Like, I respect that, Joe.
No doubt. Especially, he's like, what's the use of trying to turn into a guy that you're not now? You know what I mean? He don't got the chip on his shoulder now as the head coach tip that they usually have. But that's what I want to ask you, cuz. In the passing game, all right, Devontae Smith seemed like he lapping the other two receivers, and last year, even Carson connected with Fulgham a lot. Like, what's going on with the other two guys? I mean,
I like Watkins. I mean, I know he dropped that. Listen, that was a great throw. I mean, Jalen gave him a dime, but he's been other than that one drop, I think he gets open. I like him. I mean, Rager, I got no hope for.
What?
Wait, don't you like what? I mean, don't you like Quez?
Oh yeah, definitely. I just like to see them dominate a little quarter for a minute, a game.
Yeah, I got you. No, listen, Devontae's a star, right? Like you can see he's got like he's a TO type. Like that kid, that kid's a star. But Quez, I like the Quez. I think the Quez gets open, and thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. Sorry, it's 11:11, cuz.
There you go.
I had to look it up. I see it right on my screen, and I see it up top.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It was 11:11 a few days ago.
Yes, it was.
Did you see 11:11 on 11:11?
I did.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
I did.
Figured you did.
I did. No, I agree with Joe. Like, that's, he's just trying to be himself. So what?
And look, going to the receivers, Devontae's a stud, and Rager stinks, so that's not that hard.
Yeah, do you think they need another playmaker?
Listen, if you had a competent receiver in the slot, which Rager's not, like Rager stinks.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Which sucks, right? Because you
waste another pick on him. And by the way, there's nothing worse than blowing a first-round pick on a receiver.
Oh, yeah. Especially with the guys coming out of college nowadays.
This reminds me of, like, one of the worst picks in the history of the Eagles draft was Kenny Jackson. You don't even remember Kenny Jackson.
80s, right?
Yeah, he was drafted like top 5, dude.
Oh, God.
Penn State.
Yes.
Top 5 pick. Horrible. He was supposed to be Randall's big weapon.
How'd that go?
Horrible.
But that's the thing, like, it's a shame, not only because of the first pick aspect of it, but you look at a traditional offense. You got the big play guy in Devontae Smith. You have the speed threat in Quez Watkins, who can actually do other stuff on the route tree, but he's your burner, right? All you need is that good slot guy to really open up the offense. And you have a first-round pick wide receiver playing the slot, but he stinks. He's so bad. So that's why when you say, should they get another playmaker? Probably. Like a nice hands guy who you know is there. Like you said, they're all over the league.
I know.
Everybody's got a hands guy.
No, listen, I agree. I think they need another playmaker. I'm just not going anywhere near the first or second rounds.
No.
For another receiver.
I'll go free agency. I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there.
See, the killer, I agree with you. See, the killer is that you had Arcega-Whiteside.
Oh, God.
Bust, right?
He's a good blocker, though.
Man. Rager, bust. Right? I mean, those are major, too high picks that just never did it. Aguilar.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you over the last 7 years, like, you wasted a lot of picks on high-priced guys, on wide receivers.
Which is why every time we talk about the 3 first-round picks, I get excited on the idea of it, and then I go, oh, how are they going to screw this one up?
Yeah.
How they hit on Devontae.
By the way, my man Mike Cosme says, and I remember, Kenny Jackson had a fried chicken joint. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like a big-time joint.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Was it called like Kenny's or something?
Something like that, yeah.
I would go to a place called Kenny's.
Yeah.
We went to Harry's in Denver.
Yes. That was a good time. Except for that one dude.
Oh, yeah.
Let me stop. You guys are from Philly. You know so-and-so, DiGregorio, so-and-so, Tonio.
Yeah, he plays shortstop.
Right. You know, so-and-so, Esposito, so-and-so. I'm like, dude, whatever, man.
I get it. I'm Italian. Yeah,
I know.
You know?
Shut up,
man. By the way, I sent you the photo of the dog and the cat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so you were asking who watches the game with you. This was from
See, that's a key item.
2 weeks ago. That's the dog on one leg and the cat on the other leg.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they bypass Christy. They
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're buds, man.
That looks like a nice cat.
Oh yeah, he's great. Mr. Whiskers is my man.
He's a big boy.
Oh yeah, he's husky.
I like a husky cat.
Yeah, he's one of those big bone cats. Now,
if I had to get a cat, I've never owned a cat.
Okay.
I would go to fat cat.
That's the next birthday for one of the kids.
No,
yeah,
we tried it.
He's one of the big-haired.
Briefly, it did not go well.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Anthony was Moscow was allergic to them.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was no good.
Yeah, Mr. Whiskers, that's my guy.
Nice looking cat.
Yeah, you know,
it's a good cat.
Hang out.
My buddy Vinny's got a nice cat.
Yeah.
Lily, she always comes around.
Yeah, see, he doesn't swipe. You know, he just wants to hang out with you.
My grandmother, right? My grandmother on my father's side, she had a cat, Bootsy. This cat was evil.
Oh, yeah, the evil cat.
Oh, dude, I hated that cat. It was like your first reaction is to always pet the cat.
Yeah, of course.
And then that cat was a nasty motherfather.
Yeah.
Oh, that cat. And had the claws and would claw you up. No good with that cat.
When my parents were still living in the Hill, my sister came home. She was at college still at Drexel, and she came home for the holiday. And she brought home a cat because the girl who owned it was going to, like, the islands for Christmas, and nobody else could watch the cat. So she just brought the cat home without warning anyone. So here she comes back with a cat. the cat would get up on the mantle above the fireplace and just stare down at everybody. And if you went close to the cat, immediately start swatting at you. It was not a nice cat.
Yeah, man.
That was a wild week.
That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, I know you got the cat. That seems like a nice cat.
Yeah,
but
Mr. Whiskers.
You always got to go dog. Dog's the best. Everything about dog. Yeah. No dog. Call somebody dog. It's it's my dog. That's a good thing. See, the dog is the greatest.
Yes.
Let's go to Josh. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Josh.
Hey, what's up, Ant? What's up, Tunis?
What's going on, Josh?
Nothing much, man. I wanted to talk a little bit about Sirianni.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised at you, Ant, because you're normally like the word of caution and take your time.
Yes.
But on Sirianni, I'm a little surprised because he really, for most of the season, has been making kind of stupid decisions. You know, a lot of the 49ers game, the penalties, when the punt team or the other team is coming out and then he makes the other call.
Yeah.
He hasn't really shown a lot in the area of being ahead of the curve as a coach. And
yeah, I guess I'm not as literal. I look at little things more than like I like some of the little things, some of the little concepts that I've seen. Listen, you're right about the 49ers game. The penalty thing, you know, I mean, part of it's him and part of it's the players. And the run game thing, I do think I grade him on a curve a little bit because I think he was trying to go overboard for Jalen running all the RPOs. That was his idea to try to work within what he does best. So I think that's part of it. But I like how he rectified it.
Well, honestly, I feel like he had to. Like we almost had to beg him to run the ball. And we were saying,
yeah, but remember though, with RPOs, when you're calling that many RPOs, some of it's on Jalen to actually hand the ball off.
But what did we say? We told him, listen, forget the RPO. Be intentional. You have a good offensive line.
Yeah, brother, I agree with you. All right? I'm just telling you, what I saw was a guy trying to build an offense around a quarterback who's unique.
But what I'm saying is, for us to get a coach that's ahead of the curve, I don't see that from him. We had to.
Yeah, well, look a little deeper than just the obvious. Is my only point. Listen, you know how I feel. Like here's the thing though. Like, did you think Doug Peterson was a good coach?
Doug was good, not great. I mean, he had good coordinators around him, and
he did.
Was a player
he had a good offensive, other than Reich for the 2 years, who was a good coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, but
after that, he didn't.
But I mean, I feel like Sirianni is like. I don't really see a lot that flashes to me to say.
All right, well, I mean, you got it. I mean, I do. So, all right.
You know, and then we're entitled to that. But even beyond that, like, you know, I do give him certain credit for the last 3 games. You know, he has run the ball a little bit more, and we saw, hey, that's a formula.
See, I don't think they're good. So I don't think they're that talented. So maybe
another coach could have gotten more out of the team.
Yeah, I don't. Really?
Yeah, I don't. Because, I mean, if you look back and you're seeing the last games that we played, that he's just doing the fundamental thing.
Dude, look at the matchups. See, you're not looking at the matchups. The reason why they had success on Sunday is why? Why? Why did they win the game on Sunday?
Well, you're talking about Bridgewater. You're talking
not just Teddy and all that. Why did the Eagles' offense have such great success? Because they dominated. Right. They weren't dominating the line of scrimmage against Stanford. I know that. I need to finish your point. They're not dominating the line of scrimmage in some of those other games. Right? They're not that good. Don't get fooled. They're not that good. It's why I have no expectations. They're limited in who they are. So that's where I'm coming from. And I completely disagree that another coach is getting more out of them. I don't think so. All right. Well, it's a great conversation, though, and I'm enjoying it. Now let's conversate some more about some wines, about a big party. So, you know, one of the things about the pandemic that really bummed me out was, man, we couldn't be together. We couldn't hang out. Well, We're back, and my Feast of the Seven Fishes celebration is back. Join me and the Tunis. We're going to have some fun. December 1st. So that is what? A week from Wednesday? 2 weeks from Wednesday.
2 weeks.
So I don't even know what dates are. We're still in Denver. 2 weeks from Wednesday, the beautiful River Winds Restaurant. It's right on the waterfront, West Deptford. All right, we're going to have fabulous Seven Fishes luncheon. All right, listen to this. This is just the starter. You ready? Chilled jumbo shrimp, raw Long Island Blue Point oysters, sesame-encrusted ahi tuna. How about a little fried calamari with spicy tomato sauce paired with steamed mussels, little neck clams, and a white wine garlic sauce? Are you kidding me? And every course is paired with delicious Italian wine that goes with it. Tickets just $55 per person. Now, space is limited. All right? Listen, you got clients, you got people you want to hang out, bring them over. All right? I'll help you close the deal. Call River Winds Restaurant to buy your tickets today. For details, visit our events page, 97.5thefanatic.com. Maybe you bring some family, right? Have a little celebration with me. We're going to do it after the show. We'll do our show, and then afterwards, Tunis and I will break bread with you. I hope you can join us. The Feast of the Seven Fishes, December 1st. River Winds Restaurant in West Deptford, presented by Baroni Fini Wine.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Doubleheader for Philly Sports. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Mattress Warehouse's Clean Shop Promise. Save up to $800 on Mattress Warehouse. Walk-ins are welcome, where you can book a private appointment. Visit sleephappens.com for a location near you. The Flyers are hosting the Flames tonight at 7 o'clock. You can listen to that game on WMMR, as the Sixers are going to be here on the Fanatic beginning at 10 o'clock. They tip off in Utah against the Jazz at the beginning of their 5-game West Coast trip. The Sixers will be without Joel Embiid, still was battling COVID. Matisse Thybulle still out with health and safety protocols. Danny Green will miss a game due to hamstring tightness. Jeff McClain joins Anthony next at 11:40 as the Eagles get set and hopefully win their first home game this year when they host the Saints. Keep it locked here in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, welcomes you with a special offer on the NBA. I'm Derek Gund, and simply place a $10 moneyline wager on any game. If either team hits a three-pointer, you'll win $200 in free bets regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use bonus code DGUN200 when you make your first bet. Enjoy NBA action like never before with BetMGM all season long. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code DGUN200 to win $200 in free bets if a three-pointer is made in any game you wager on. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued are non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
It's John Kincaid here for Window Nation. You and I both know all good things come to an end, and so is the case with Window Nation's best offer ever. You can still get 2 windows free with every 2 purchased, plus no down payment, no monthly payment, and no interest payments for 2 years. Hurry, this stellar deal ends this month. So call Window Nation today at 866-90Nation or do your window shopping online at windownation.com. It's your last chance to save with this incredible deal. With cold weather here, natural gas prices are the highest they've been in years. Wasting energy with old, inefficient windows is going to cost you a fortune. Window Nation can help. With their first-class expert installers, they're going to improve and enhance your home with your choice of custom, high-quality windows. Using superior products, it's an investment that pays off for you and your family. Don't get left out in the cold. This deal ends soon. Buy 2, get 2 free. Make no payments for 24 months. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com. Act now before this offer ends. Window Nation, the perfect fit.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Sometimes the holidays call for Dunkin'. Enjoy the new Holiday Blend coffee, a warming blend with notes of molasses and dried fruit to spark your spirit and give you that holiday hustle. Because when the season gets busy, we could all use some extra cheer to take on our to-do list. From shopping to hosting and everything in between, sip through the holidays with a $2 medium holiday blend coffee at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
The gym is full of people who believe it's never too early to get ready for next summer. Your local Train Comfort Specialist agrees. That's why they're offering special financing offers and rebates on a new high-efficiency heating and cooling system from Train, with a whole-house air filtration system to keep the air you breathe clean and safe. The secret to staying cool next summer starts with a hot deal this fall. Visit Train.com to find an independent Train Comfort Specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Train, subject to credit approval.
When you needed your mom, she was always there with the Vicks Vapor Rub. She used that soothing scent to calm you. And her mom used it to calm her. And her mom, well, you get the idea. Vicks Vapor Rub's always been there. It always made you feel better. And today, it still does. Bring back those childhood memories with the comfort and care only Vicks Vapor Rub can bring. Vicks Vapor Rub, family tradition for a reason.
When others treat your fries as an afterthought, all you're left with are cold, soggy fries. That's why Wendy's new fries are ones you won't forget, guaranteed to be hot and crispy, or we'll replace them. We're talking natural cut, skin-on fries, perfectly seasoned with a hint of sea salt. In fact, they're even preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. These are fries so hot and crispy, they beg a new question.
What would you like with your fries?
Try them today, only at Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, taste preference based on a national taste test by an independent research company.
Did you know that prop swappers made thousands of dollars by picking Atlanta to win baseball's championship? Now it's your turn. At the halfway point of the season, Atlanta was 60-1 to win it all, and they just cashed. Guess what? We're at the halfway point of football right now. So who will be this year's underdog? Head to PropSwap right now and grab your favorite team. And check out the newly released PropSwap.com, filled with fresh new features to make you extra cash. PropSwap is where America buys and sells their sports bets.
Pico helps small businesses save energy and money so you can focus on what matters, your business. Pico offers energy-saving solutions and financial incentives for upgrades that help you reduce your business's energy use and improve your bottom line. Talk to a dedicated energy advisor today at 1-844-4BIZ-SAVE, 1-844-4BIZ-SAVE, or visit pico.com/business.
Make it an unforgettable holiday season with Flyers Santa Sacks. These holiday packs include 2 tickets to the Flyers game of your choice, an autographed puck, a gritty ornament, and 2 tickets to a Philadelphia Wings home game.
Fairby shot, he scores!
Go to PhiladelphiaFlyers.com and select your games to include in this special holiday gift pack. Order now to select from the best seats and the most in-demand games on the Flyers home schedule.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, 11:30 across the Delaware Valley. Our 11 o'clock hour is brought to you by Golden Nugget Jewelers. That's where Philly gets engaged. So, interesting. Our last call was this. I wish I had more time. We were up against it. But I guess, it's funny because he's right. I'm usually very slow on the, methodical on the giving you this or that, my opinion. I'm reserved. I'm more reserved that way. But, and I'm glad because he didn't see it. And I get it. I completely understand where he's coming from. I'm not telling you. Let me just tell Josh. I'm not telling you he's Walsh, right? Like, I'm not telling you, oh, my God, he's reinventing the wheel. I'm just saying, and more of it's probably because I like him, right? I'm giving you more of I'm responding probably more to John, I guess, because John was talking about him pandering to the fan base. And, and he took a lot of heat over the Roots thing, and I get it, the botany thing. It was funny. I mocked it, had some fun. But, more like breaking stones than, nasty, right? We're just more having fun with it. But I do think he's smart. I do think he knows the game. And I think he was trying to build something around Jalen. Jalen's a unique quarterback because what he doesn't have is that explosive arm talent that pops. So, when you're designing an offense, it's difficult, right? So he's also young, so you got to give him a little more time. Remember, he was way more comfortable running RPOs because he did that at Alabama and Oklahoma where he had great success. Remember, the windows in college are gaping, wide open windows. In the NFL, there's not.
Exactly.
So you don't need to have a cannon arm in college, especially when you're on Alabama and you're throwing to Jerry Jeudy and Devontae Smith and everybody else.
Right, exactly.
Right? So I'm looking at it through that prism of designing an offense that way. Now, I don't know. Again, my only point is I think he's good for next year. I think, in my opinion, I want to see him kind of grow, and I think he's good for next year. I don't know. I mean, maybe, Josh didn't see anything.
Right.
All right. The only thing I will passionately argue against is that another coach would get more out of him.
I agree. Yeah.
Andy Reid aside. All right. This team's not that good. I mean, one thing we got to understand is where the talent level on this team is. The reason why they look so good against Detroit and so good against Denver is, and even against the Chargers for a reason, the offensive line of the Eagles is really good.
Right.
It's a good offensive line. They dominated the Lions from that standpoint.
Lions stink, period.
And the defensive line dominated the Lions' offensive line. So you went up front, both sides of the ball. Against the Chargers, you went up front because they're last against the run. So you were able to run the football. And against Denver, look at the Eagles' defensive line, right? They took advantage of the Denver offensive line being down 3 starters. And offensively, the Eagles' offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage. You couldn't do that against San Francisco.
No, you cannot.
All right? So even though that game was close, it really wasn't that close. You couldn't do that against Tampa. You couldn't do that against the Chiefs. Against the better teams. You could do that against the Lions and on one side of the ball against those other mediocre teams. And that's my only point when it comes to the offense and what I see from a talent standpoint.
Now, would you like the Q rating polls that we have up and running right now? 975 Middays. Check it out on Twitter. Poll of the day brought to us by Marvin E. Cans Heating and Air Conditioning. Marvin E. Cans Heating and Air Conditioning is open and able to assist you with any emergency service and replacement needs, including installation of air scrubbers and other air quality products. Visit marvinicans.com. Not the poll of the day, the polls of the day. So I'll start with the man you were just talking about, Nick Sirianni. Just asked, Nick Sirianni's Q rating is right now 4/5.
Okay.
Is the leading vote getter at 45%.
All right.
6/7 is at 26%. 0 to 3 is at 18%, and then 8 to 10 is at 11%.
Yeah, automatically, 8 to 10 I throw out.
Yeah.
And 0 to 3 I throw out.
All right, who would you like next?
Give me Girardi.
Joe Girardi. 47%, basically identical to Sirianni's, is at the 4 to 5 scale. But then 25% goes 6-7. And then 23% goes 0 to 3. 5% say 8 to 10.
I think that's right.
Okay.
I go Girardi 4-5.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
You know, Sirianni's a 4, 5, 6 like that. He's not at 7.
Right. Doc Rivers, 51% go 6, 7 for Doc. 23% go 4 to 5. 17% go 8 to 10. So that's the highest 8 to 10 we've gotten. And then just 9% say 0 to 3.
I go 6, 7.
All right, we got two more.
What do you do?
For Doc, it sucks that you only get to put 4 options in a poll because I would honestly go like a 5 or a 6. You can.
Yeah, well, that's why I go 6, 7. Because he's not a 4.
No, he's not. He's not.
Alain Vigneault.
Alain Vigneault, 48% go 6, 7. 27% go 8, 10, which I would
go 8, 10.
I'm an 8.
Me too.
So 8 to 10 is 27%. 19% say 4 to 5. 6% say 0 to 3. And then I also added Jim Curtin in, and
I love Jim Curtin.
I love Jim Curtin too. Where would you go? 8 to 10, right? Because they're successful.
First of all, he's a great coach.
Yes, sir.
Like forget the fact that part of the Q rating is likability.
Yes,
right?
and he's an awesome dude.
It's likability plus competency.
Yeah, I put that all in there in the
right.
polls.
Like so, likability and competency married basically. Mm-hmm. And Jim Curtin's got that in spades.
So
he's a great coach. And he's lovable. He's from here. First of all, Jimmy's a sports guy.
Yes.
I'm a big Jim Curtin fan. Without a doubt, I go 8 to 10.
So this just tells me that not many people watch soccer because it's 45% say 8 to 10, which is the majority, which good. Yeah. But then 21% go 0 to 3.
Yeah, I just think that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then 20% say 6 to 7, 14%.
Yeah, I just don't think they know because
exactly.
He's clearly 8 to 10.
Exactly.
Jim Curtin.
All right, before I call McLean, the Fink checks in.
Oh, what's the Fink say?
Big cat guy. His cat is named Joel Cat Bede, which is just...
Dude, that's strong. Joel Cat Bede?
He has a painting of the cat in his house on the wall wearing a suit.
The Fink is wearing a suit?
Wearing a suit, the cat.
I gotta see this.
Show you the photo.
Yeah.
But then he adds in the tweet.
Did he tweet it out?
Yes, he adds to the tweet, dogs still get the nod, though. So as big of a cat guy as he is, he still goes dog.
You know why? Because the Fink's real. Like, I trust the Fink's instincts because the Fink keeps it real. I like that. All right, sit tight. And again, if I was to go, again, Q rating is likability and competency. So if you're asking me Sirianni right now, I would vote 4 or 5 because that's like I want to see more of the competency. I like Sirianni, so I like where he's at, but I got to see a lot more and judge it against the backdrop of how good the team is. And perfect segue, joining us, the man who covers the team for the Inquirer, and he does a fabulous job. I'd vote 9, 8, 9, 10 for Jeff McLean on the Comcast Business Hotline. Jeffrey?
I don't get 10?
Well, it's one choice is 8, 9, 10. That's one choice. And then it's 6, 7, 4, 5, and 0 to 3.
Only so many options in the Twitter polls
so
there, Jeff.
I gave you the highest one.
I appreciate it. Thank you very kindly.
And that comes from the heart, Holmes. No lie.
I hear you, man.
That comes from the heart.
My book.
Thanks, my brother. Anyway, we're talking about Sirianni. And so I'm curious, Q rating, which is likability and competency married, what would you give Sirianni?
Including, you want personality and his competence.
Yes, like what you think he is from a competency standpoint.
I guess I'd probably pick in the middle. Personality, I'd probably go with the top 1, 8, 9, 10.
Right. But a Q rating, you marry the two. And I was kind of like, I was in the middle because I do think he's won me over to this standpoint. I think he deserves another year. I think he's got good concepts. And I like him. Like, I like the dude. I think the dude, I was talking to John this morning, John Kincaid, who said he was pandering to the fan base with the Villanova Temple thing, and he didn't want to say he was a Michigan sports fan, whatever. And I don't care about stuff like that. I think he wants to ingratiate himself, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I agree. And I wrote about this myself yesterday. Like, what matters ultimately is whether those players are listening and performing for him. And a lot of that stuff, whether the shirts, et cetera, the flower saying and some of his other messages that he's delivered to the players, you don't have to like it. But what matters most is whether the players are playing for him. And everything I've seen, almost everything I've seen suggests that they are. The fact that they keep coming back, whether it's late in games that they've clearly been out of, or these last few weeks when they've lost games and then come back the following week and won. So I agree with you. I mean, I never really thought for a second that he didn't deserve another year, because I saw enough up close to suggest that it was going to get better. He was going to figure some things out. Look, is he perfect? No. Is he still making some mistakes? Absolutely. But I think we've seen improvement, and I think that's what a lot of this first season as a head coach was going to be about, was whether he could, see the mistakes that he had made and learn from them. And I've seen enough evidence of that so far. We still obviously have 7 games left to play, and who knows what will happen then. But I don't think one and done was ever in play, and I don't think it was ever justified to even think that.
So I had a caller, and I want to get his side of it, because we disagreed, and his thought was another coach gets more out of this team. And I'm like, Andy Reid's different, right? Because, of course, he's a seasoned veteran coach. But I don't think there's some other coach that they would have chosen that they would have been so much better. I think the talent is what it is, and they are kind of where they're at because that's the talent on this team.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you to an extent there that, the talent, part of his struggles have been because of the talent or lack thereof at certain positions. I will say this. I feel like, the fact that he didn't really adopt the offense that we thought that he should have adopted from the start,
right,
has hindered this team a little bit. That being said, I don't know if the results would have been any different. But I do feel like, I thought Josh McDaniel would have been a better hire. I don't know if long term that's the better hire. So I feel like maybe if Josh came in, maybe things would have been a little better. Maybe they have an extra.
Well, that's also a guy that's been around a long time. I agree. I mean, he's an incredibly seasoned offensive mind.
Right, and we've seen what he's done with Mac. And I don't know if he would have done that with Jalen. We have no idea. We don't know how much that is Mac, how much that is Josh. That being said, I think that there were obviously a lot of reasons that Jeffrey and Howie chose Nick, and a lot of that had to do with their codependency up top. But that being said, I think they also looked a little bit more at, all right, what we want someone long term here, someone that we can grow with, and we're going to give this guy some time to grow. So that's why we're going to choose Nick.
Yeah, I agree, and I do think it's early on, and I agree with you. Look, the offense, I think he tried to overthink it, building his offense around Jalen and going really heavy RPOs because that's what he's most comfortable with, at Oklahoma and Alabama. I mean, you could see they ran a lot of college. Their offense was a college offense in a lot of ways, a Saturday offense. And I think that was because of the quarterback.
Right, but it was also like a hybrid of so half of it was that, and half of it was Phillip Rivers. And it was just it was just dichotomy that made it really hard on the quarterback. And it was too much of the zone read stuff. And then when the zone read and RPO stuff, and when teams can figure that stuff out if you go too heavy there. And they were going way too heavy there. And
they were attacking the flats on you, too. I mean, because all your whole offense was just working side to side.
It was side to side, and then all of a sudden, 3rd and long, they're like, hey, Jalen, drop back in the pocket, take a 7-step drop, and run the Phillip Rivers, offense. And he doesn't have that ability. You see with a lot of young coaches, and they come in, they get the first opportunities. We have our system. We're going to come in, and because again, when they first got here, they installed the Phillip Rivers offense, and then they just slowly added the Jalen Hurts stuff. They had never done it, but they had never really worked with it. Maybe a little bit with Nick in Indianapolis when Frank got there, about a little bit of the RPO stuff. But Shane Steichen had never done any of that before. So they came in and they established the system and the terminology of the Phillip Rivers offense, and then they added the Jalen Hurts stuff. And I just felt like it was never really that wasn't a natural fit. And finally, they understood, okay, we need to kind of get more back into a traditional type of offense, under center, establish the running game, get these running backs involved, and take a little off of Jalen in terms of the run game, the read game, and in terms of what he needs to do in terms of throwing on 3rd down. So then all of a sudden now he doesn't have 3rd and longs as much as he did prior.
Yeah, I agree. I'll tell you one thing. Jalen played the best half of football that I saw in Denver. That first half, he stood tall in the pocket. And Vic Fangio is going to give you an array of blitzes. And he came at him. And I thought he passed the test, man. I thought he played really well.
He did. He stood in there. He made good throws from the pocket. He gave Devontae a chance. He threw that in a good spot. That's a tough pass.
It was.
That's a tough pass.
Yes.
And Patrick Surtain was right there. Great coverage and gave his his best receiver, an opportunity to make that catch, and he did. The touchdown pass, the second one to Devontae. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's running out of there. And even Nick said yesterday on that 3rd and 12 when he hit Dallas Goedert, maybe a few weeks ago he's running out of there. No, he stood in there, slid a little bit to his left, and then fired 26 yards.
Best throw he made as an Eagle was the Goddard throw.
Yeah, that might have been it. And, now, look, again, and I know you agree with me. We're not going to say all of a sudden he's got it all figured out. You got to do this, and you got to do it on a consistent basis. You got to do it over the course of the entire game. You
because the interception was a bad throw.
The New Jersey Office of Emergency Management is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information or instructions. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
Football, that they're going to be in the also in the mix crowd for the wild card is good for evaluation.
Well, that extra playoff spot puts a lot of teams in the mix. I mean, it's crazy what's going on in the AFC. I think there's only 4 out of the 16 teams have losing records. That's amazing. NFC is not as there isn't as much. There's much more disparity. Yeah, there's more disparity between the winners and the losers. But the Eagles are in the mix, and if they beat the Saints, who are a game and a half ahead of them, and all of a sudden, they're looking, with that schedule that they have, one of the easiest in the NFL. Maybe they could sneak in there on the 6th and 7th spot, because I think that NFC East crown is probably not
right. Dallas is going to win a division. I agree. I agree.
Dallas is, and they're better. But you want to see him play meaningful downs in December, and if you have the opportunity to play him, and now January, obviously. But even in terms of the playoffs, if you can sneak in, that's all good to make a full evaluation of Jalen here, because as you mentioned, it's way too early to look at the draft. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of fans are peeking towards it and see what they can do in terms of the quarterback or what they can do with those 3 picks if they want to go and get Russell Wilson, et cetera. But if Jalen starts to make a stronger case that maybe he's the guy, or at least maybe he's a guy for another year, you can use those 3 other picks to really strengthen the defense, wherever you need to. Because again, this team is not, the roster is not there yet. And there's a lot of changes. A lot of guys they need to add in certain positions. And if you don't have to do it with the quarterback, which costs the most, hey, that's not such a bad thing.
No, that's a great thing. I agree with you. I completely agree. Jeff, always, man, we love you. All right? You're the best, man. Keep it up.
All right. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, brother. There he is, Jeff McClain, Inquire.com. So I think that was a pretty good summation of both Jalen and Nick and what you're looking at. All right, 610-632-0975 is how you reach back to your calls coming up. And I hate to say it, but winters are coming. Don't let it catch you off guard. Be prepared with Aaron's, the king of snow. You like that, don't you, Judas?
As soon as I saw it was ready to be read today, I thought of it. The king of snow.
The king of snow. Aaron, I loved you.
That's what you did
the
all
king of
last
snow.
year.
A trusted name that won't let you down year after year. Aaron's snowblowers are handcrafted in the USA. That's Judas Weather. With powerful engines that won't bog down in any condition. Power equipment available is tough, but Aaron's, still a family-owned business, still in Wisconsin, is building snow throwers 7 days a week to keep you cleared out all winter long. As a family-owned company that's been building extremely reliable products since 1933, I trust Aaron's to throw snow better and farther. Aaron's got the arm. than any other snow throwers out there. Aaron's is the number one selling brand of two-stage snow throws worldwide. Aaron snowblowers have a tradition of getting passed on from generation to generations. Aaron snow throwers offer all-day performance, world-class engineering, and a lineup of machines to fit every need. Throw back when old man winter dishes out with Aaron's. Tunis, the king of snow. Visit your local independent Aaron's dealer today.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Doubleheader for Philly Sports. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit PAWorkInjury.com. We got two squads in action tonight. We'll start with the Orange and Black as they host the Flames. 7 o'clock puck drop. That game will be on WMMR. The team had to put Ryan Ellis on injured reserve. That stinks. Sixers begin their West Coast trip tonight when they take on the Jazz in Utah. Tip-off is at 10 o'clock. You can listen to this game right here on The Fanatic. The team is still without Joel Embiid, who's battling with COVID. Matisse Thybulle still out, health and safety protocols. Danny Green is out because of hamstring tightness. This update is also brought to you by Aer Lingus. The island of Ireland is calling. Aer Lingus are offering incredible Black Friday deals on flights. Book now at airlingus.com. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Big Week 11 matchup between divisional rivals Arizona and Seattle. Hey, it's Jen Scordo. FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, is about to make it even bigger because FanDuel is giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win. You can win $150 on a $5 bet. This game could easily go either way. Arizona has been dominant. Seattle is a complete team once again, but bet on who you think is going to win. New customers, you get 30-1 odds on either of those teams. FanDuel is always hooking you up with great offers. And when you win, you get paid in as little as 2 hours. All customers get $50 when you refer a friend. Plus, your friend will get $50. Just sign up with the promo code SCORDO this week before Arizona takes on Seattle. You could win $150 on a $5 bet. Remember to use that promo code SCORDO so they know I sent you. Exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
21 plus and present PA. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus $150. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Dr. Avidan Appel from Iron Mountain Men's Health. I speak with patients every day in person, over the phone, and in video chats, and I often hear the same thing. A man is tired all the time, has trouble sleeping, his workouts are disappointing, and his sex drive is even worse. More often than not, these symptoms are due to low testosterone. Low testosterone doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks up on you as your testosterone level slowly dwindles with age. Eventually, it gets low enough that treatment is the only option. When that happens, Iron Mountain Men's Health is here to help. We have a variety of low testosterone treatment options available, and we create a custom treatment plan for you that's safe and effective. Unlike a lot of clinics, you'll see a real physician every time you visit. Call Iron Mountain Men's Health today to make an appointment. Or fill out the Contact Us form at ironmountainmenshealth.com. That's ironmountainmenshealth.com. And don't forget, mention you heard us on The Fanatic.
Fall's upon us, so it's that time of year again to consider replacing your old drafty windows and doors before another cold winter season rolls in. And when I need a company to help me with these home projects, I turn to the experts, my good friends at Guided Door and Window. Act now, you'll receive 20% off all windows and doors. Plus, Guided will allow you to start your project today with no money out of pocket. And take up to 3 years to pay it off interest-free once the job is expertly installed. So you'll be able to start enjoying all the benefits of the new, highly energy-efficient windows and doors in your house, including an increased comfort level of your home and lower monthly energy bills. All the while, you take advantage of 20% savings, and you have the luxury of paying off your project with 0% interest for up to 36 months. But you must act now. This offer is for a limited time only, and restrictions apply. For full details, call Guided today and schedule a free no-obligation in-home estimate. The number's 1-877-GO-GUIDA, or you can check them out online at GoGuided.com. That's go, GUIDA.com.
I'm not answering. It's another one of those expiring warranty calls.
Speaking of warranties, would have been nice to have warranty coverage when our furnace broke last month.
You know, Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors offer up to 10 years of protection on a new system.
Huh, and that's peace of mind, knowing we're covered if we need service.
Safeguard your investment with up to 10 years of service protection from Bryant. Exceeding industry standards, one more way Bryant does whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. Go to nopaybryant.com to find a dealer near you.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Hey team, we landed the contract!
Yeah. Kaya's web design studio just landed the gig of a lifetime.
It starts next week?
Their staff needs to double before the dream deal becomes a nightmare.
Front end, back end, a project manager.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know the arrow in Amazon's logo represents A to Z? Maybe the My Computer Career logo should represent unemployed to employed. Ryan was out of work when he started classes in March. In September, he started his IT career, working for Amazon, making more money than he ever thought possible. Here's a prime opportunity. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. You could start your new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
And that's when I realized it's called a hamburger, not a handburger, because you carry it with your hand. I was wrong, people. It's like that time I thought I couldn't make the perfect app for football. I was wrong again, people. All I had to do was make a sportsbook app where you can earn season rewards all Sunday long. Nobody's better at bettering things than Caesars.
Must be 21. Gambling problem, New Jersey and Pennsylvania. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
The Hess truck's back. It's a cargo plane and jet flying through the sky. This year, the Hess truck's here.
The cargo plane has lights and a cargo bay. The jet has button and motion-activated sounds. Free shipping and Energizer batteries included. Only at HessToyTruck.com.
Join me for the Feast of the Seven Fishes December 1st at the beautiful River Winds Restaurant in West Deptford. Seats are limited, so buy your tickets by calling River Winds today. You can also win tickets at Wineworks in Marlton this Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. For details, visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp. is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia. A Beasley Media Group station. Home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
It's 12 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Lunchtime. Dude, you know what's funny? Since it's lunchtime, and you were talking about you had bad dog, like you went back and got the dogs at Mile High.
Yeah, we had the great tailgate with Philly Sports Trips. It was an awesome spread. The barbecue spread, they did it up right. I had a little pulled pork, a little brisket.
The Philly Sports Trips, Vince and Bobby, they do an amazing job.
Incredible. So I had the pulled pork, I had the brisket, and I still. I never got the lady's name. I apologize to her. Not that she's listening. She's out in Denver. I asked her, I was like, hey, can you hook me up with a couple extra scoops of mac and cheese?
You're such a mac and cheese man.
I was also feeling it from the night before, so I needed the carb overload.
Yes.
And she hooked me up. She gave me 2 big scoops on the plate. The plate was weighted down because of the mac and cheese. But, after you have a few beers at the tailgate, as we did.
I definitely have something weird. I have an aversion to the mac and cheese.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's delicious.
I skeeve it.
It's cheese and noodles. You're getting ripped on the YouTube chat because you're anti-home taco.
Yeah,
I don't understand you, man.
I know. Listen, guys. I don't have to tell you. I hear you.
Home tacos are great.
I don't like the home taco.
My man, World Coming Down agrees with me. You wrap the soft shell over the hard shell. Dude, it's fantastic. I
don't like the home taco.
I'm a hot sauce guy, so, drench it in hot sauce.
Like, You got to make. You got to like to me. The home taco does not come close to the real taco.
Dude, I love junking it up, man.
The real taco. See, the real taco.
Yeah, it's good.
Like the true Mexican taco. Like, you're not getting that at home. You're getting the ground beef.
Yeah, so enjoy being starving after your 3 little tacos that you get wherever you go, and I'll eat 5 more.
No, there's plenty of joints you get really good tacos.
Are you a fish taco man? I love a fish taco.
Sure, I do. Like, listen, that's a restaurant taco.
Right, I'm not going to make a fish taco at home because I'm not talented.
My point is that, the ground beef with the old El Paso, like, that's not doing it for me.
That's delicious. But anyways, back to the hot dog. So, I love a Hatfield, Frank, Dollar Dog Night, all that kind of stuff.
Did you see what Hatfield's doing?
No.
They're making the sausage. It's not bacon, but it's sausage strips. Like in the bacon vein.
Really?
Yeah, it looked really good.
That's awesome.
I saw the commercial.
And, by the way, speaking of the Phillies,
yes.
I'll get to this in a little bit. Welcome back, Old Fanatic. They won their little case, so the Old Fanatics come back. They're getting rid of the weird blue tail and all that kind of stuff. So I like that. But yeah, I like a Hatfield Dollar Dog Night. You've told me that the Dodger dog is delicious.
Great dog. Dodger dog's a great dog.
Listen, I had a Fenway Frank. It was good. All these things. The hot dog.
The Wrigley dog was a good dog.
Yes, I had one out there. The hot dog at Mile High Stadium. Dude, I thought I was eating a cardboard box with the hot dog. The buns, they got no good bun status out there.
Yeah, well, what do they know about rolls? Too dry out there to make a good roll.
Dude, it was just like, and it was like,
too dry.
It became like gummy, and I couldn't swallow. I was like,
you can't make bread out there. You can't make bread.
So here's the problem. The hot dog itself, the meat was okay. It wasn't any of the other ones I mentioned. It was okay, like it was edible. But the problem was the roll was so bad, Ant, that I had to go just the hot dog, no bun. Just hot dog and mustard.
What?
I had to handle the hot dog. I had to hold the wiener. That's all I had, man.
Are you serious?
Yep. The wiener was not wrapped. I went just hot dog.
See, I can't do a naked wiener.
Listen, man.
I don't mess with that. I don't mess with the naked dog.
It's late, it's dark.
The naked dog, I can't. I don't want to go near it. First of all, it's gross. All right, I don't like it. You got to have the good bun.
Yeah, the bun, dude. It was so bad that I had to go just straight hot dog with mustard. Dog and mustard. That was it.
Nah. See, hot dogs, dude. To be honest with you, there's no in between with a dog. Either the dog is great,
yes,
or it's gross. There's a lot of gross dogs.
Yeah.
It's a great or gross.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a great or gross.
Yeah, there's no in between. You've never had that was an okay hot dog.
Yeah.
No, you're disappointed if it's not good.
It
sucks.
Hard.
The hot dogs I had in Denver, man.
Right.
Bad hot dog.
That's a bad dog.
So if you ever go to Mile High, don't get a hot dog.
Right. No, I'm with you.
Here's the thing. Here's the other thing. So Marissa, who works for Beasley, but she's out in Colorado because she does stuff remotely. We got a chance to see her. It was awesome seeing her since she moved out. I asked her because she was at the tailgate with us. I was like, what's the food at the stadium? The Phillies, there's 85 different joints.
Yeah, Denver's not a food town.
So I go, she goes,
it's a smoke town.
She says the nachos with cheese. And I looked at it. It was just your typical Tostitos and then the cheese machine. And I'm like, really? That's their best delicacy at a stadium?
Dude, what do you think? Everybody's baked, so anything tastes good after when you're baked.
Yeah, but coming from somebody who may or may not have been baked for the football game, the hot dog was not good.
It's a bad dog. Dude, there's a lot of bad dogs out there.
Yeah, it was not good.
A lot of bad hot dogs.
Now, I'll be honest. There was a time when I was younger where I was a big fan of just the white bread, the slice of white. Because my father didn't know how to cook.
Oh, that's terrible.
So when my mom was ever away or if she had work or whatever, and my dad knew
that's terrible.
2 things. It was cereal or hot dogs. We did it on the white bread. It was delicious.
Not white bread, Charlie. White bread.
It was great, man. It went perfect. And
that's tragic.
It was nice and soft, man. It's fantastic.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
I'm okay with that. The boiled hot dog with the white bread, I'll mess around with that still.
Yes. Terrible. Terrible. Can't do the white bread.
Come on, it's delicious.
Dude, you know my grandmother would do? Now, she would make it up, right? She would use a casserole. They have the torpedo rolls.
Yeah, okay.
Scoop them. And the dog with a crusty roll is actually a great item.
So is that where you got the scoop from?
I don't like Joey. I don't like the too doughy anyway.
That's why you're anti-white bread.
Yeah, I hate the white bread. I don't want to go near the white bread. I don't go now. Blue Moon, I'll do. I like your pumpernickels. But I'm not a sliced bread person.
Really? I like a sourdough.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I don't go near white bread. It's not even in my house.
You're not a wheat guy? You don't do breakfast. So.
I don't do any of that stuff.
Multi-grain? I like a slice of multi-grain bread.
Yeah, I don't mind
with
that.
A little peanut butter on it.
As long
You
as it's got
toast it, then put the peanut butter.
I need color.
Okay, I got you.
All right, I need color. White bread, out. No good. Jay, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Jay.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on, JJ?
Oh, I can't call it. Hey, Tunis, another fun fact for you. Is Doug Peterson 3, McVay 0.
Exactly. Sean Peterson.
Exactly.
Doug's son.
Exactly. He owned him, that guy. He'll never win nothing.
Boy genius.
Got
Sick
all
game plan in the Super Bowl. You got 3 points out of it.
Yeah. Kissing up to Belichick. But, look, that's why I say Doug 3-0 ain't getting paid for nothing. I agree. Because, in your words, I was glad you gave Jalen some praise the other day because I know you said, like in your words, you could be what you call it, calibrate?
Stubborn. Yes, Calabre's head.
Yeah. So I was happy.
By the way, you too.
Yeah.
You got some Calabre's in you.
A little bit.
Come on.
When it comes to you know who, but look, you and your guys, hey, at least Carson going to get us a first-round pick this year.
Yeah, listen, Carson's out of the pit. I want him to lose, dude. I don't know where you get this Carson thing. Listen, what I liked about
him to lose too. I just wanted him to play.
I agree. What I liked about Wentz was his arm, which is undeniably good. The rest of them is not.
Yeah, the rest of them is
right.
But look, I like what I saw Sunday, man, and like I think
I did too. I thought he looked great Sunday. He stood in the. How about he stepped into the throws? That's what I like.
That was the most exciting thing. I was like that play to Goddard, how he slid up in the pocket.
Yes.
And just delivered it on time.
Yes.
But look, you see with that running game, I think the running game has come back in the NFL. But the thing with Jalen, remember, this is he's 23, and it's like the sixth offensive he been in?
Six offense, what do you mean?
No, how many offensive coordinators did he have at Alabama? Then he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah, but they all ran the same stuff. The Alabama offense and Oklahoma, it was same spread. That's that's what they tried to run here at all the RPOs. That's really the same principles.
I like what they're doing now. Give them like 20 to 25 throws. Let them grow into that. And you see with the running game, because you give him that play action, he's deadly with that. Because
you know what I like too? Like, here's the thing. See, listen, you can put any quarterback, and if you're running the ball, if the guy's competent, he's going to do well, right?
Right, exactly.
But you can't always win that way. Like, you're going to have to win by throwing the ball. So what I liked, hear me out real quick. What I liked about it was he got a lot of pressure in his face, and he stood in the pocket and threw it. Right, like he stood tall, man. He delivered two throws that I went. Those were man's throws.
Yeah, but I'm liking the improvement. And like I said, last year he made a comment like that was the first year he was getting coached to play quarterback. It's like everybody else was, all right, athlete, go, we'll do this and do that. So I see the improvement on him because I can see he's a hard worker. I don't know him, but I can see that he's a hard worker.
I agree there. Yeah, he's definitely. Listen, he's a lovable dude. Like that. You know why? Because I think he's a good leader. I think he's a good teammate type of guy. The kid's a winner.
Yeah, because you see that, he missed throws early this year, so he didn't get on Quest for him missing that. He went right to him and said, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, no, I think what you're supposed to do. I agree.
Exactly. So those guys will play for him. Like I said, like I know you think I'm reaching, you know what, but like with his improvement and everything, I really see Russell Wilson. I looked at his stats.
Yeah, I mean Russ has an arm, a ridiculous arm.
I looked at his stats because when Russ first started.
No, but stats. But that's why you. See, this is where we depart because stats are the worst. Don't look at stats. Watch the players side by side.
I just remember when Russ started, like he didn't get that many throws. They had.
But Russ's arm was different. Come on, Jay. I gotta roll. Russ's arm. I mean, Russ throws one of the great deep balls you'll ever see. And that's where you do Jalen disservice because you're hoping that he's Russell Wilson. He's not Russell Wilson.
No, just look at like the hundreds of highlights Russell Wilson has with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I mean,
he hits him in stride all the time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I liked a lot what I saw on Sunday, but don't bring up Russ. I mean, because that's just not accurate. Where are we at? Jamie, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Jamie.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
What's going on, Jamie?
How you doing? Hey, it was awesome hanging with you guys out in Denver.
Oh, how about that? Wasn't it a great time?
Oh, it was a blast. I tell you, I have to agree with you, Andrew. The food over there was horrible. And that stadium. they had it. I did a little even video about it, about End Zone Philly. There was a whole little shop that had cheesesteaks and stuff like that, but the bread was like cardboard. It was, you couldn't even eat the cheesesteak.
Yeah, I think Vince, who runs Philly Sports Trips, I think his brother got the cheesesteak and said it was just like meat on bread. Like that's
he said that. Yeah. Yeah, but the problem is you can't get a steak sandwich
but they tried claiming Philly. Like, come on now. You can't
ridiculous.
put Philly.
I agree. You can't put Philly. First of all, we should just own the thing and not license it to anyone outside of the land.
I agree with that. I mean, the cheesesteak is a staple of Philadelphia cuisine.
Right. And the problem is, first of all, they can't do the roll. They don't know how to even cook the proper meat. Right? They don't even know the ratio, so don't even try it.
Exactly. It was funny, though, that they were correct. The best thing to eat there was the nachos and cheese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can't screw that up.
That's true.
It comes out of the cheese machine.
Yeah, that's true.
That's exactly correct. Hey, so here's my question for you. Obviously, it looks like that the Saints are going to be the best offense that we're going to face for the rest of the season. And I remember when I was talking to you, I was saying that I thought our offense was going to take a few weeks to get established, and now it's established. I think that we're going to score 24 to 27 points a game. Do you think our defense or that Gannon is going to be good enough to be able to hold these other offenses down and us be able to maybe even make a run towards the playoffs?
Well, I think the fact that there's another wild card will keep them in the mix. Right? Like, they're going to be in the mix. Now, I don't know. The Saints' offense isn't that good. So, I mean, the Cowboys' offense is the best you're going to face. And then, Washington's offense is not bad. I don't know about the Saints' offense. I'm more worried that the Saints' defense is really good. They have a great Lattimore corner. They're well coached. So, I just think they're going to be in the mix. I'm not in love with the way they play defense. So, we'll see. Hopefully, Gannon can figure it out. They dominated the line of scrimmage, which was key. If you can do that, you're going to be in games, right?
Right. I absolutely agree. I thought that was the best part of that game. And I will disagree with you. The one thing, I think the best throw that he made so far as an Eagle was that throw that was missed in the end zone by Quez Watkins.
Yeah, no, listen, that was a homing pigeon, right? It was just lovely. But I'm looking at it with the pressure in his face. The Goddard throw, it was under duress and a blitz. They went man zero. So when you go man zero, the quarterback sees that, right? So that's in his head. And he slid away from pressure and threw a dime. That's why I said it. But listen, you're right. I mean, that Quest piece was great, James. Great hanging out with you. Great. Oh, man. Zzz.
By the way, our man DK, Dennis Kennedy, on the text board.
Yes.
He goes, it's a violation just to order the cheesesteak outside of the land. Do you agree with that?
Yes, except
every once in a while you got the hankering.
Yes. Listen, DK's right. Okay? He's stone right. I've been guilty of that in the past. Now, when I used to travel all the time, I would be dying for one, right? Like I'd see it on the menu, and I would go, I want to give it a shot, hoping that it would be tasty.
Yeah.
And I would always be disappointed.
I will say this. I remember when I was younger, I had one. We talked about this place not too long ago. I loved it as one of the chain joints. Remember we had a whole conversation on chain joints?
Yeah.
I had in Disney the Philly cheesesteak at the Rainforest Cafe when I was like 12. And it was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah,
it's a violation.
Dude, no, it's not a violation.
No.
You were 12.
Yeah, but it was good.
Listen, your palate now is not good. Let alone when you're 12.
Now, here's the biggest violation. My dad, he was out to eat. I forget where he was. I got to text him to find out what city he was in. But he ordered a cheesesteak at a restaurant. It was like he was away for business.
Right.
They came out with a steak with cheese on it.
Yeah.
Like not
an actual fillet, like a piece of meat.
And he was just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, now that's what it used to, that's what a lot of times it is.
Really? I've never like
they put a steak, like a fillet, on a roll.
No, it wasn't even on a roll.
Oh.
It was literally just the plate had a steak
yeah.
and then cheese on top of it.
Yeah, but I've seen it where
now maybe
they say a steak sandwich is literally a steak in a roll. Like I've seen that. Now there were two places that actually had passable steak sandwiches.
Okay.
There was a place I couldn't even tell because I'm going to tell John about it because I'm sure he had to have it. There was a place in Atlanta. The dude was both times the guy was from Philadelphia.
Okay.
They had the Daily News around, the whole thing. There was a place in Atlanta, and I used to stay. I got to tell John because he probably knows. I used to stay at this Marriott Suites, and there was or the Marquee. It had this like glass elevator, and there was a cheesesteak joint like near there, and it was pretty good. The guy was from Philadelphia, and in San Francisco, the guy was from Philadelphia. My buddy John took me there. This is years and years ago. Now, the one thing about it, they used a jalapeno. Now, the jalapeno is not really, that's not indigenous to our cheesesteak.
No.
Like you can
hot
get the
pepper on the side.
Right, the cherry peppers.
Yeah.
Or the long hots.
Like Pat's has them in the little container.
Right, the cherry
there.
peppers.
Yes.
Right.
Crush a few of those.
Right, the cherry peppers are good.
But I usually eat them on the side. Like, I don't
whatever
even
you
put them
could
on
do.
the roll.
Or you do the long hot. I prefer the long hot more than the cherry peppers.
Long hots.
Because of the vinegar. I don't like the vinegar peppers.
Okay, I got you.
I mean, I'll do them, but I prefer the long hot.
Okay.
That's a tasty pepper. The jalapeno does not go with a cheesesteak.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
The jalapeno is better off.
And then the real frauds
on a taco.
When you're outside of Philly, they put the onion, like the peppers and onions on there.
Yeah, that's for the sausage, not the steak sandwich.
But they do it out like you travel outside of Philly, all of a sudden there's peppers and onions. Like, what's this green stuff on my cheesesteak?
I love the nonsense we talk about. It's the best, man. I do enjoy it. All right, we got one open line. You can grab it, 610-632-0975. Cuz Radio Tunis, 97.5 The Fanatic.
And this is Andrew Salchunas. Turn every Tuesday into payday. You know why? TNT Tuesdays on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. Win or lose, FanDuel's giving all customers $10 back every Tuesday. Just bet a $10 or more same-game parlay on any NBA on TNT game. Combine the money line, point spread, player props, and more on a wager. And you know what? This is perfect because our squad, 10 o'clock out west, is taking on Utah. So here's what you got to do. I don't feel good about our squad, to be honest. Embiid's out. Danny Green's out. Thibel's still out. So there's a lot of three-point shooters on that Utah squad, and Matisse Thibel's not going to be defending the perimeter against it. So I would look at a lot of the overs for those players on Utah. But you know what? Get a couple threes. Tobias Harris is going to obviously have to score in this game. Take a look at the threes for Seth Curry and Furkan Korkmaz. It's going to be just a bunch of three-point shots in this game. So take a look at a lot of these three-point props. It's the perfect way to turn a small bet into a big-time score, and win or lose, you're guaranteed to get $10 out of your account. When you win, you get paid in as little as 2 hours. Get $10 back every Tuesday, win or lose with TNT Tuesdays. If you're new to FanDuel Sportsbook, just sign up with promo code FANATIC to get your first bet risk-free up to $1,000 and make every moment more this NBA season. That's promo code FANATIC exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in PA. Bonus issued as non-trouble site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Doubleheader for Philly Sports. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Lowe's. Lowe's Pro-Vember event is back through November 24th. Get top values on pro brands like DeWalt and Spider. Lowe's, the new home for pros, U.S. only. You just heard me talking about the Sixers as they travel out west to begin their West Coast trip. They start in Utah when they take on the Jazz. Unfortunately, they are still without Joel Embiid, who is dealing with COVID. Matisse Thybulle still out with health and safety protocols. Danny Green will miss the game because of hamstring tightness. That game tips off at 10 o'clock. You can listen to it right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. At 7 o'clock on WMMR, you'll be able to hear the Flyers, who host the Flames. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's John Kincaid here for Window Nation. You and I both know all good things come to an end. And so is the case with Window Nation's best offer ever. You can still get 2 windows free with every 2 purchased, plus no down payment, no monthly payment, and no interest payments for 2 years. Hurry, this stellar deal ends this month. So call Window Nation today at 866-90Nation or do your window shopping online at windownation.com. It's your last chance to save with this incredible deal. With cold weather here, natural gas prices are the highest they've been in years. Wasting energy with old, inefficient windows is going to cost you a fortune. Window Nation can help. With their first-class expert installers, they're going to improve and enhance your home with your choice of custom, high-quality windows. Using superior products, it's an investment that pays off for you and your family. Don't get left out in the cold. This deal ends soon. Buy 2, get 2 free. Make no payments for 24 months. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com. Act now before this offer ends. Window Nation, the perfect fit.
This month, Wawa Free Coffee Tuesdays are all about you. That's right, you. Wawa wants to thank you for being you with any size hot or handcrafted iced coffee. All you have to do is sign up for Wawa Rewards. And with a free Wawa coffee in hand on Tuesdays, you can continue to be the most awesome version of you can be. Free Coffee Tuesdays for rewards members. Good morning start at Wawa. It's time for Smooth Morning Hacks with Marvin.
To save time in the morning, brush your teeth in the shower.
Or you could just wake up to your favorites at Wawa. From fresh coffee to delicious baked goods to savory sizzlies, Wawa has the things to ensure your morning goes smoothly. And right now, you can get any Sizzly breakfast sandwich or Sizzly burrito, now just 2 for $4. Good morning start at Wawa.
Football fans, who's ready to score some free bets? I'm Adam Schefter, and you can when you bet on any NFL game this week with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers who bet just $1 on either team to score can win $100 in free bets. When a team scores, you score. DraftKings Sportsbook customers can also get skin in the game with new same-game parlays. Can buy multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet $1 on either team to score and win $100 in free bets. That's code FANATIC this week at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. In partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm not answering. It's another one of those expiring warranty calls.
Speaking of warranties, would have been nice to have warranty coverage when our furnace broke last month.
You know, Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors offer up to 10 years of protection on a new system.
Huh, and that's peace of mind, knowing we're covered if we need service.
Safeguard your investment with up to 10 years of service protection from Bryant. Exceeding industry standards, one more way Bryant does whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. Go to nopaybryant.com to find a dealer near you.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
At Fine Wine and Good Spirits, we think this year's the year to be a little extra. 'Cause we all deserve it. We're talking signature cocktail level extra. Springing for the bottle, that's a good vintage extra. At least a dozen different pies extra. even real pants. We won't judge if you loosen the belt. The holidays only come once a year after all, so go all out. Celebrate happier holidays. Shop in-store or online at FWGS.com. Please enjoy responsibly.
It's not just Santa who's coming to town, it's also your in-laws and their cousins. So time for some gifts from the Home Depot. From doorbell cameras to intelligent thermostats, you'll look smart and save big on the latest smart home gifts. Does your father-in-law like to fix things around the house? Put him to work with a DeWalt 20-volt 2-battery starter kit. Buy one, get one free. That should keep him busy. No matter who comes to town this year, make the holidays yours with savings on tools and gifts store-wide from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Dear, it's 1908. Don't you think we should get electricity?
And stop using candles to see at night.
It's just electricity lights up the room fast. It's more reliable than candles blowing out, and people seem to love it.
Well, candles are...
Dear, did you just run into the wall?
Nope. May I have a new candle, please?
Historically, switching to new technology is a no-brainer. Today, it's AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. Switch to AT&T 5G. It's not complicated. 5G requires compatible plan. May not be in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Meet Brian Bridges. He's the owner of a tattoo shop in Philadelphia. Although Brian is used to getting email requests for tattoos, he was surprised when he saw one from a well-known celebrity in Los Angeles. So he turned to his American Express Business Platinum card, which lets him earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked through AmexTravel.com. Talk about the sweet life. Built for business by American Express. This story features a fictional character from a fictional business. Terms apply. Learn more at AmericanExpress.com/business platinum. Don't do business without it.
Hey, you want to make up to $825 this month and help save lives? Well, you can by donating plasma at one of CSL Plasma's 5 area locations. You heard me right. As a new CSL Plasma donor, you can make up to $825 this month, and your donations can help create therapies to treat people with rare and serious diseases. For CSL Plasma locations and info on how you can donate plasma and make up to $825 this month, just visit cslplasma.com. And when you go, tell them Mike Miss says hello. CSL Plasma, good for you. Great for life.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hello.
$12:30 across the Delaware Valley, our 12 o'clock hour. You got to check them out. My guys, Service First Heating and Air Conditioning. Get 0% financing, 72 months, $500 rebate when you purchase a complete heating and cooling system from Service First. Learn more at ServiceFirstHVAC.com. That's my man, Brian. Dude.
Yes.
Good sports night tonight.
Yeah, doubleheader for Philly.
Just bummed out. All right, because it's a good night. We got Flyers, Flames, and then Sixer Jazz. It just sucks having to go to Utah.
No, Joe.
Undermanned. And I enjoy watching them play. I'll tell you one thing. I'm a little bummed at the record because it's not their fault, and the record is scraggly because of that.
Here's the other thing. A lot of those losses were games where they fought their asses off.
Right.
Remember that Bucks game, the Knicks game? Those are back-to-backs. You had no Embiid. Tobias wasn't playing yet for those 2 games.
Right.
Like you had these guys working their rear ends off trying to. Tyrese Maxey's playing 40 minutes in back-to-back nights, and they're winning in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
And it's not that they lost because of Doc's coaching.
Exactly. There's no reason. It's because they're undermanned.
Exactly. And
because of the COVID. And you got because of Simmons. And by the way, did you see what Shams reported?
Yes, I saw what Shams reported.
So Shams reported that the Sixers fined Ben again for not traveling with the team. So there it is.
By the way, I got it. Shout out.
Keep on finding.
Shout out.
That's what I say. Keep on. Gus.
Gus. Yeah.
I say keep on finding.
General T.Y. Tyrone Johnson.
Love General T.Y.
I was listening to him. It was Friday because we were coming back from the bar, and he kept on calling him Poor Paul instead of Rich Paul.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Tyrone was me.
That's pretty good.
I was cracking up in the car.
That's pretty good.
Poor Paul.
I like Poor Paul. You know what cracks me up? The best is, it's still my favorite, and he needs to do it more often. So, listen, if there's something that a caller says that's outrageous, he'll
What? What?
It's the best.
It is awesome.
It is. You know why it's great? Because it's not like, he doesn't step over Mike or whatever. Right. It's just that that the general goes, dude, what are you smoking? And you didn't get it in Denver.
What?
That makes me laugh. I love that every time it gets me.
He goes, Tyrone checks in. No Adele until he does the right thing. Boycott her album.
Jim from the Palm goes. He does the Pinocchio, the Geppetto, Rich Paul, and Shams.
Yes.
I mean, come on. See, that's the one bad thing about today when it comes to reporting.
Mm-hmm.
And, you don't know who's got what agenda.
NFL has a lot of it. NBA.
There's a lot of agenda, guys.
Don't get much for baseball. At least I can't think of it.
Baseball?
I don't think John Heyman doesn't have an agenda.
No, I know John. I used to work with John in New York.
Buster Olney doesn't have an agenda.
No, I love Buster.
His only problem is
Buster is Woj.
He's lost his farm 8 times. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
The family farm, the cheese farm in Vermont. That's the only downside. He doesn't pay up.
Yeah, it should be mine, to be honest with you.
Exactly. I know. I heard him say it to you 5 times.
Yeah.
He hasn't paid up the farm
Buster,
yet.
to me, is like Woj. But Buster needs to be bigger. Woj is a monster.
Yeah.
I know baseball's not as big as basketball, but the Buster should be bigger. Even in baseball circles. Buster is the best one of all.
Yeah, but I'll say this. Football and basketball, when something happens, it's Woj or Shams, it's Schefter or Rappaport. Baseball, yes, Buster and Heyman, but there's a lot of local guys that break stuff for baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball, it's not just two-headed monster. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
Hockey's kind of the same way too.
Yes.
It's not like there's there are the top guys, but it's not.
I agree.
It's not like they always have the story.
By the way, Johnny Hockey back tonight with the Flames.
Future Flyer? Johnny Hockey?
Problem is they're playing so well, Calgary.
Make it happen.
I would love him to come home.
Do the deal.
By the way, we should credit. I wish there were more time where they were here because I would try to get Gaudreau on. With him and with his father and what he has done for local hockey. Listen, this town, this area, the land,
yes,
is a major hockey hotbed. I tell you all the time about my buddy's kids from South Philly, Vinny Borghese and Andrew Centrella. And, it's amazing, all the kids that came out of here. And what they did, the Hollydale is all about, the Gaudreau family.
Yeah, of course.
It's impressive. Let's go to Bill. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Billy?
Gentlemen, I'm glad you guys had a great trip to Denver. I wish that the highest you were wasn't on the flight. And so, but beyond that, like you said, because Olafins, it's a good life. But either way, I want to get to the Sirianni conversation because you guys have covered a whole lot since I've been on. But as far as Nick Sirianni,
I feel like he was a guy that in the first few weeks was, like you said, a 30-plus-year-old head coach, first time in the NFL, and was trying to figure out what he had. I feel like that in the last few weeks, he started to realize, as my uncle said, he's got to run a sixth grade offense because he has a high school level quarterback arm. And I mean, no disrespect to Jalen, he seems like a great guy. I don't think his intangibles are questioned. He's a guy that will put it on the line. I felt like I was running open on some of those routes in Denver.
I got to tell you, though, but the one thing, in fairness to Jalen, all right, is no. In fairness to Hurts, he had pressure in his face.
He did, and that was.
That takes the Goddard, when he slides in the pocket, it's little things like that make a true pro quarterback. And you know what I mean? Again, that doesn't mean it's.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
that was the one thing I saw that I had not seen.
Yes.
That made me question my beliefs going into the year.
I agree.
I did not think he was the franchise quarterback.
I agree.
But he did. He stood in the face. They showed the one replay where he got smacked right under the chin.
Yep.
And delivered that ball. I mean, I don't mean to discredit him.
No, you're not. No, I hear you.
I think at first Nick Sirianni, I think he was working under.
Yeah, I think you're right on, brother. I do.
To find a balance.
Yeah, I listen, brother. I agree with you, Bill. I do. I agree with you. I think, he was definitely trying to do that. And listen, I liked what Jalen did a ton on Sunday. I thought that was a big step. He doesn't have a great arm, and he's never going to have a great arm. So, but there's a way, what I saw Sunday was really, really good. So I was impressed. Okay. So, again, I want to see more of that. He's got to be able to do that consistently for me to consider bringing him back next year and not drafting a quarterback. But I thought that was a big step in his favor. Let's go to Will. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Will.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on, Will?
Man, we got this chain out here in the Bay Area called the Cheesesteak Shop, and they actually ship in the Amoroso's rolls, and they make a pretty good cheesesteak.
Now, where were you at? Are you in Northern California?
Like the East Bay,
yeah.
San Francisco.
So is that place, so let me ask you, what's it called, the Cheesesteak Company?
Cheesesteak Shop.
Cheesesteak Shop. There was a cheesesteak place. It was right downtown. I want to say, I'm trying to remember, was it Haight-Ashbury? Anyway, it was, and the dude was from Philadelphia. He had daily newses all around the place. And it actually was decent. You're right. He would ship the rolls in.
Yeah, there's actually a place called Philly's SF. That might be the place.
That could be it. And they had newspapers. It was like old school type of thing.
Yeah, and it's a real hole-in-the-wall little place.
Yes, yeah, yep.
Yeah, I think that's it. Hey, but the reason I'm calling is I need some advice.
Yeah, sure.
So big Eagles fan. Everyone in my office knows it. I came to work today, and there was an email, and it said, it's from a Cowboys fan, an obnoxious Cowboys fan. She says, I will be willing to donate $200 to the food bank if you will wear my pink Cowboys hat for the next all-staff meeting. I'm wondering, is it a violation to wear a Cowboys hat?
Yes.
For a good cause like that?
Yeah, so here's what you do. She said what? She's willing to donate what's
$200.
$200 of her own money if you or everyone?
Me. If I wear a Cowboys hat.
Okay. So here's what I would do. I would take the $200 and I would donate it myself and say, stick your cowboy hat in your gigi, and I'll donate the $200 myself.
All right. I actually thought about that.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, because that's a statement. Like somebody from Philadelphia, that's what you do. You go, I'm not wearing your hat. I'll donate the $200. Boom.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah. That's the move, brother. And you go tell her, Cowboys suck. Forget you.
I'll say that during the staff meeting so everyone can hear it.
Yeah, and the beauty in the staff meeting, go get two $100 bills, all right? And in the staff meeting, slap the two Franklins on the table like it's your Johnson. Boom. All right? And you go, I'm not wearing that hat. Donate that to the cause.
I like it.
All right?
All right, man.
All right, my brother. Let me know how it worked out.
Will do.
I will. See you, buddy.
Plus, you know, with this Cowboys fan, Cowboys fans are all rats. You can't trust any of them. He would probably wear the hat, and she'd be like, "Oh, I was just kidding. I'm not going to donate money to a good charitable cause."
I can't say that.
Now, you know she would do that.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm going face value.
No, she's taking a photo and going, "Ha ha, screw charity." Like, that's what she's doing.
No,
These Cowboys fans.
No, I don't think they're that. Listen,
there's hungry kids out there. Well,
listen. The fucking food bank.
Yeah, no.
No, I mean, come on.
She wouldn't do it. No,
you can't be that despicable.
I know for a fact there's no way she would pony up.
Listen, that's saying she's despicable. She's not.
She's a Cowboys fan, yes.
I got to go benefit of doubt humankind.
Nah. No. We talked about scoundrels.
Listen.
You talked about scoundrels yesterday in the workplace. Scoundrels in the fan base. It's Cowboys fans.
Without a doubt, scoundrels.
Yeah, they're not ponying up.
I got to believe.
Your boy Tyrone from Camden made 85,000 charitable bets with you over the past couple of years. I don't think he paid up once.
Yeah, well, whatever. Don't you think that was a good advice, though?
Yes, I agree with you.
Slap the two $100 bills like it's your Franklin.
Beautiful, Dick.
On the table. Boom. Forget that cowboy hat. Leave that cowboy hat.
And then he goes, I'll put in another 50. Let me burn that cowboy hat right here on the table.
How about this? How about you give me that hat and I'll burn that hat? I like that. That'd be worth another 50 to the food bank. Greg, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Greg.
Hey, guys. I like your strategy on the cowboy hat thing.
Thank you, brother. Every once in a while, I think you get it right. I think I got that one right.
Yeah, that's perfect. I could just see the flaming pink hat. It's beautiful. If we can see what we saw this weekend from Jalen as far as his pocket presence, I think we don't need to package all our picks and draft a quarterback, next year. My concern is that the ownership might feel differently.
I mean, you know,
they might get impatient. I mean, just judging by the flashy things that the stats, that Lori tends to go by, and Howie, that they may. We have so many holes on the team. We need to fill the hole.
Listen, I hear you. All right, but again, it's too soon. There's too much still that we don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Like, and I got to say this one thing. Listen, I got an open mind, and I'm telling you, I have an open mind. I'm trying to have an open mind about the quarterback, what the quarterback is, where do I go?
Sure.
But the one thing I truly believe in, I love defense as much as the next guy, man. I was raised on it, all right?
Yeah,
but in 2021, you win with a quarterback.
Yeah, true.
And you got to make sure the quarterback you can win with. Otherwise, you're going to be Carolina's got a really good defense. All right? And I know Matt is itching and searching and scratching for a quarterback.
Well, if you get a guy that doesn't throw up stupid passes into crowds.
But you got to get a quarterback that can win you the game. Like, you got to make sure that whoever your quarterback is can win you the game. Well, ultimately, why did Jimmy G, like Jimmy G's not the guy, right? Like, San Fran can't win. And why didn't, and so Jimmy G isn't going to win you Super Bowl, even though he's got the lead.
Yeah, well, I mean, a guy like that tends to get impatient and throw the ball up for grabs. I think Hurts could be.
No, but my point is that we don't know about what Jalen is yet.
No, I agree.
Like we don't know. And my point to you is, if there is a chance, if you like a quarterback in the draft. Now, we may not like it, but if you scout a quarterback and these guys are paid a lot of money, and you come up with somebody that you love in the draft, and you think he's a franchise guy that can make all the throws, then by all means. Or if you think Russell Wilson comes here, then by all means. You know, that's what we're talking about. And that's my only point. Now, it could be Jalen. I don't know. The season's not over yet. Draft is not tomorrow. But I do have to say that I'm a big believer in if you're going to win, you're going to win this with the quarterback. You're going to be a 10-year run. I'm not talking about blue snow. I'm not talking about Nick Foles coming in relief where Carson got him the 1 seed and they win a Super Bowl. I'm talking about sustained success like New England has, right? Like these teams have. Why Seattle been in the mix? They've been in the mix because of Russell Wilson, right? Look around the league. Look at Kansas City. Let's face it. Why are they going to be good and they're going to be in the mix? It's because of Mahomes. Right? Everything around them is great. The coach is great. And Spags does a lot with not a lot on defense, but resources at least. But it's all about the quarterback. Like you got to get that. Although these teams, you remember the Bears had a great defense? Right? Great defense. And they just couldn't get it right.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, it's going to cost that guy his job in Chicago. These teams who have great defenses, you can get there maybe once and luck out, but you got to have you got to have a quarterback that you can count on for 10 years to really get you in the mix. I mean, look at here. Listen, I'd be the first to criticize Donovan. Donovan was a top 5 quarterback in his day. And that's why the Eagles were in all those championship games. All right? Because Donovan had a big arm. He could cut it through the wind. He could run. But he was able to – guys were open. He may not have been a guy that would throw like Peyton, like he was Peyton, and pre-snap and throw to spots. But the guy was open. He had an arm that would get it there.
Because we got a yo.
Yo, fool. Got some yos.
Oh, I love yos.
Well, first, I want to start off for the people watching on YouTube today. Notice the hat. Remember, we've been asking for some gear from
yes, I think we got some. Yes,
yeah. So I looked like Abington Friends School, I believe, sent some stuff in for you. So I'm sure we'll be rocking that at some point this week. But today, I'm wearing the hat. I talked about it Friday from a man Tom at hackacrossusa.com, his blog where he rates golf courses all throughout the area. He's also traveled to some places in Florida. It's an awesome hat, and you complimented me today. You said I look good in the trucker hat.
You look great in the trucker hat.
When I had long hair, I was a flat brim guy, but ever since I've gone with the short haircut, the trucker hat has been my go-to. So I shout out to hackacrossusa.com, man.
Yeah, that was cool, man. I love that concept.
Yeah,
of having this idea of hacking across America.
And I'll say this, unbiased. I asked him, I was like, do you get hooked up for rounds and stuff? He goes, no, because we want to be as unbiased as possible when it comes to rating the golf courses. So I think that's awesome. So shout out to Tom. Also, we're giving a yo from E-Rock. E-Rock's sending out a yo because he said one of the best cheesesteaks he's ever had was outside of the land of Philadelphia. But the guy's back. So the guy left the Lond, opened up a business, and is now back in the Lond. And it's the Borscht Belt in Stockton, New Jersey. Cheesesteak joint. Yeah, he says it's the best cheesesteak he's ever had.
That sounds good.
The Borscht Belt.
Stockton. Where's that, near the shore?
Yeah.
Stockton College, right? Like in there? Yeah, okay.
So check him out.
What's it called? The Borscht Belt.
Borscht Belt, yep.
Okay.
Hey, go with it.
Sounds good. Back, big hour ahead. We're doing the coaches. I want to see what the general has to say about the Q rating of the coaches. So let's explain to the general. I want to know what his scores are. We got 2 open lines. You want to grab them? 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Cuz Radio, Judas. I was telling you about I got the love from the Goots when I got home. Nobody else in the house, but the Goots I got the love from. You know, we love our pets. And at Pets Plus Naturals, they do too. It's why I love Pets Plus Naturals. All right? They've made it their mission to save as many cats and dogs as possible. So many resources from Pets Plus go to rescuing animals. That's why every animal available at Pets Plus is not a dog or cat that you buy. It's a dog or cat that you rescue. These animals are saved from a shelter, brought to Pets Plus where they are cared for by vets, given proper nutrition, and, of course, lots of love. They're in tip-top shape to be your next four-legged friend and join your family and love you. Like the Goots loves me, and like Lilia loves the Tunis with what's his name? What's the cat's name?
Mr. Whiskers.
Mr. Whiskers. That's a good name, Mr. Whiskers. If you and your family consider adding a dog or cat to the family this holiday season, please, I urge you to visit adoptinstead.org. That's adoptinstead.org. See all the animals the folks at Pets Plus have rescued that are ready to settle into a new permanent home. Pets Plus Naturals, locally owned and operated for over 30 years with locations all over the area. There's going to be a Pets Plus Naturals near you, featuring free delivery in some areas. All right, check them out. Visit petsplusnaturals.com.
Fanatic Sports Update.
2 games for Philly tonight. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Lowe's. Lowe's Pro-Vember event is back through November 24th. Get top values on pro brands like DeWalt and Spyder. Lowe's, the new home for pros. U.S. only. Will start on the ice as the Flyers host the Flames at 7 o'clock. You can listen to that game on WMMR because tonight at 10 o'clock, the Sixers travel to Utah to take on the Jazz. That tips off at 10. You can listen to it right here on The Fanatic. Sixers still shorthanded. They are without Joel Embiid, who's still dealing with COVID-19. Matisse Thybulle still in health and safety protocols. Danny Green will miss tonight's game due to hamstring tightness. Eagles getting set now for their matchup with the Saints at Lincoln Financial Field this Sunday. You heard from Jeff McClain earlier today. That interview can be heard on 97.5thefanatic.com. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Down by 3, Furkan with it to Maxey in the corner. Floater, he's done it again. They're on their feet here at the center.
Sixers Jazz tonight at 10. Hear all the action right here on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
As a two-time cancer survivor, I know that when it comes to funding cancer research, every dollar counts. That's why the John Kincaid Show chose the American Association for Cancer Research to be our official charity. If you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone you care about, join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases by making a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today at aacr.org/fanatic. Donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that saves lives. And I'm living proof because thanks to research, more than 16.9 million Americans are cancer survivors today. Let's build that number up. Your donation supports the scientists and doctors that discovered the next breakthrough. So make giving hope to cancer patients and their families part of your routine. Make a monthly donation to AACR's Sustaining Hope Club. Donations in any amount add up, and they show that you care. Visit aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic to donate today, because I'm living proof. Cancer research saves lives.
Big Week 11 matchup between division rivals Arizona and Seattle. Hey guys, Bob Cooney here, and FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, is about to make it even bigger because FanDuel is giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win. You can win $150 on just a $5 bet. Arizona has a lot of injuries going on. Seattle getting some guys back from injuries. That's what you have to look for in this game. Who's going to play? FanDuel is always hooking you up with great offers. When you win, you get paid in as little as 2 hours. All customers get $50 when you refer a friend. Plus, your friend will get $50. Just sign up with promo code Bob this week before Arizona takes on Seattle. You could win $150 on just a $5 bet. Remember to use promo code Bob so they know I sent you exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app.
21 plus and present in PA. New users only. $10 first deposit required.
Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus $150. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Fogo de Chão, start with dining different this holiday. Make the season special with jumbo shrimp and chilled lobster on our seafood tower. And then taste delight by trying the lamb chops and filet. And then go decadent with a melt-in-your-mouth Wagyu New York strip, carved tableside by a gaucho you swear looked just like Santa. At the very least, he did come bearing gifts. A new holiday tradition. It's what's next at Fogo de Chão.
It's because my Feast of Seven Fishes is back. Cannot wait for my traditional holiday gathering December 1st at the beautiful River Winds restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford, New Jersey. Together, we'll enjoy a fabulous Seven Fishes luncheon paired with delicious Italian wine. Tickets just $55. Space is limited, so buy your ticket today. For details, visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com. To buy your ticket, call River Winds Restaurant 856-579-7900. I hope you can join me and the Tunis for our Feast of the Seven Fishes celebration December 1st, River Winds Restaurant, presented by Barone Fini Wine.
In business, days don't just come and go. Every day counts. Whatever your day brings, with Comcast Business, you'll have the solutions you need to make the most of it. Like the power of the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses, the freedom to control your network from anywhere, and advanced cybersecurity to help protect every device on it. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
Did you know that prop swappers made thousands of dollars by picking Atlanta to win baseball's championship? Now it's your turn. At the halfway point of the season, Atlanta was 60-1 to win it all, and they just cashed. Guess what? We're at the halfway point of football right now. So who will be this year's underdog? Head to PropSwap right now and grab your favorite team. And check out the newly released PropSwap.com, filled with fresh new features to make you extra cash. PropSwap is where America buys and sells their sports bets.
Napa know-how. When you buy the Napa bag for 99 cents, you'll get 20% off 3 or more items. No other bag saves you 20% on wipers, premium oil, headlamps, and more, which makes the Napa bag the best bag in the world. Sorry, handbags, man bags, punching bags, bagpipes, and even you, bags out of the eyes. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating locations, does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 11/30/21.
Get early access to Macy's Black Friday specials right now while supplies last, like 50% off beauty and fragrance from top names, 65% off fine jewelry from Effie, and refresh your space with 65% off damask sheets and bedding. Plus, get your Macy's order faster when you pick up curbside or in-store, or try same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Attention real estate developers! Bob Marino is at Spring Garden Lending, specializing in bridge and permanent loans to acquire, rehab, construct, and refinance investment properties. Spring Garden Lending, faster than a bank, less expensive than hard money lenders.
The Hess truck's back. It's a cargo plane and jet flying through the sky. This year, the Hess truck's here.
The cargo plane has lights and a cargo bay. The jet has button and motion-activated sounds. Free shipping and Energizer batteries included. Only at HessToyTruck.com.
All right, let's talk a little Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem, our favorite 4 for 4 casino and sportsbook. Big sports night tonight. All right, so both the teams in action tonight. Flyers hosting the Flames. Great game. All right. Flyers had the big win Friday night at Carolina, who had only lost once. Then they go to Dallas, back-to-back. Martin Jones, no good team. Night against Calgary, a good team. But back at home, and Carter Hart playing well, I'm like you Flyers tonight. Now, we had him correctly Friday night. I like him again tonight. I did not like him Saturday. I like him tonight. Truth is my witness. Sixers, Jazz, tough matchup. Ooh, it's a tough matchup. That might be a Maxey over tonight. Maybe you can look at his points tonight and go with a little Tyrese. He's so much fun to watch. But check out, even if you don't think they may not win the game, you can go props. See, Parks does props. Parks does futures. Parks does live in-game. So check it all out. ParksCasino.com/PA. Promo code FANATIC. You'll get a risk-free bet up to $500. You got to be in PA. Got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let's make some noise. Come on.
All right, I hope everybody's having a great day. It's 1 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Big hour ahead. We'll take you right up to Mikey, Miss, Jen, and the General T.Y. Johnson, whom I asked to take the quiz today. So what we're doing is we did a little poll, and this is the Q rating. And it's basically off. I was listening to John this morning, John Kincaid, the morning guys, and John was talking about Sirianni and Sirianni pandering to the fan base, saying, well, you know, because he was talking about being a Michigan fan, and then he brought up Villanova, Temple, and you know, and John was getting after him a little bit, and I look at Sirianni differently. I look at him like he really wants to ingratiate himself to this area. Like he loves being here in Philadelphia. Remember, he was in San Diego, non-sports town, Indianapolis, which is Indian no place. It's a lame sports town. It's a lame town, period. Now he comes to Philadelphia, a real cosmopolitan city and a great sports city. And he's really digging it, and he wants to fit in. That's my take on Sirianni. And I appreciate it. I like the fact that he wants to be one of us. And that's my whole point about it. And I think the kid's smart, and I got him for another year. I'm not saying he's Walsh. No. It's not. No. That's me and Good Goots. Oh. Used to be my wife. So my whole take on it is I think the dude's smart. He gets another year. I'm not telling you he's Walsh, but I'm bought into him for another year. I want to get the General's opinion on all the coaches.
The 5 for 5 polls we got going.
All right. And now the Q rating is likability plus competence.
Yep.
Now, I will tell you for we voted, and then we'll get the Generals.
Okay. So
we start off. Go ahead, Junior.
Poll of the day brought to us by Marvin Cans Heating and Air Conditioning. Marvin Cans Heating and Air Conditioning is open and able to assist you with any emergency service and replacement needs, including installation of air scrubbers and other air quality products. Visit marvincans.com. All the polls can be found on the show page 975 Middays. Who would you like to begin with there, Anthony?
I want to go. Let's go with the top. The most beloved of the four, Alain Vigneault, from us.
Well, from us, because I was going to say that's not what the fan base is voting. But
really,
Alain Vigneault, right now, 48% say he's a 6 or 7. Of course, there's only 4 options on the poll, Tyrone, as you know. So 48% say he's a 6 or 7. 30%, that moved up a lot, is at 8 to 10 for Alain Vigneault. 4 to 5 is 15% of the vote, and 0 to 3 at 7% of the vote, which I don't know how you can be voting.
General, where are you at with Alain Vigneault?
Extremely likable. Competent, but coming off of a bad year last year. COVID, there was other things. So I'm going to put him at a 7.
I like that.
Put him at a 7.
I want to say something. So
I like that.
Tuesday, you guys had him on last week.
Yes.
He said something that, like, I know this, but it still was eye-opening. This is his first normal season, as normal as can be.
Yep.
Because year one was when the world stopped in March. Last year was the no fans.
Right. And then the COVID strike in March where almost every player on the team caught COVID.
Right. Yes.
And then they were scrambling. That's a good reason why they had the bad game, the bad season. But I don't like to give excuses for anybody. That's
why. It was like, hearing that, I was like, oh, wow, that's true. This is his first normal year.
And I believe that's also part of why Carter Hart struggled last year. He's a person, as a human, apparently, that craves routine and normalcy. That's the type of person that he is.
I agree. I think you're dead on.
And that's why he's been so good. And Friday, he was electric.
Yes.
All right, so that was AV. Who do you want to go to next?
You know what? Let's go Jimmy Curtin.
All right, Jim Curtin, head coach of your Philadelphia Union.
Which we gave a very high.
Well, he's an 8-10 for me, but unfortunately there's people that just don't know what's going on. So Jim Curtin, 47%, the majority of the vote is going 8 to 10 for Jim Curtin. thankfully, this changed. 21%, the second most amount of votes is 6 to 7, but 0 to 3 is still 20% of the vote, and then 4 to 5 is 12% of the vote.
Well, let's see what the general, a very good soccer man.
Yeah, see, that's the thing some fans don't know. I will be in the house for the playoff game on Saturday. I will be there.
That's awesome.
At the game, I'm going.
You're basically a son of Ben because you're there all the time.
Yes, and I will be at the tailgate as well. I purchased my tickets. My wife and I will be at the Sons of Ben tailgate and then at the game.
That's awesome.
Super likable guy. Super likable.
And smart, too.
Smart.
Successful.
That's what I'm saying. Silverware last year, obviously in the playoffs again. I'm going to go a 9.
Yes.
Because they haven't won the ultimate thing. The ultimate goal, but a 9 for Curtin. People that are saying 0-3 are idiots.
Yep.
No disrespect. Just don't vote if you don't know what you're talking about. You don't have to vote on every poll.
Yeah. That's great.
9 for
and the dude's local. And he's a true local dude.
Local guy, loves the area, and it's not, and nothing about it comes off the way to anybody the way it comes off for some people with Sirianni.
Yes, I agree.
Because he understands the area. He doesn't just love the area.
Okay.
Sirianni loves the area, but doesn't understand it yet.
All right, let's go Doc.
All right, head coach Glenn Doc Rivers. The majority is on the 6 to 7 range. 50%.
Yes.
Go 6 to 7. 22% say go 4 to 5. 16% say 8 to 10, and then 12% say 0 to 3.
General?
Similar to AV, while the Australian blew up the series, Doc did not do a great job, so I cannot leave that out. Likability, though, is there. 1,000 wins. I'm going to go with a 7, and had the Australian not messed it up, it would likely be higher because I would not have to worry about last year's.
And you're not talking about Matisse Thybulle.
No, not an Australian, the Australian.
Now, people in Australia would beg to differ about that.
I've been on Australian radio talking about that.
Yes, so you know.
Yeah,
you know.
But they can't disown him. He somehow they messed up raising him.
Citizenship.
Yeah, but he disowned them by not playing in the Olympics.
That's true.
Well, but either way,
what I mean?
Yeah, I get
I leave the continent out of it.
I can't. It's too many wild animals and things I don't like there anyway. Tarantulas, every damn snake.
You want to go to Australia?
Go or stay.
Well, I don't know about staying, but
it's a long flight for a 48-hour trip. Yeah. Anything more than that, I'm going to see something where I'm going to need a gun, and they're not allowed there. I don't feel safe around snakes and spiders as big as you. All kinds of venomous.
Sydney. You're not going to go out in the outback.
Yeah, but even in Sydney, apparently they just have birds that fly that attack from the sky. What the heck's going on there? They need to get themselves under control out there.
I want to go there. I would love to go. I've never been to Australia.
Asphaltsmen like you, I think you'd hate it.
Yeah,
too much wildlife.
Sydney is a city.
It is, but there's a lot of stuff.
Next to a sea.
Yes.
Like, I dig the city and the sea.
You go into the hotel, and all of a sudden, you got when
pterodactyl?
Yeah, just hanging out. With venom. But 7 for Doc.
Now, the only thing about Doc that I was a 6.
Okay.
Borderline 6, 7. The blown leads got me a little bit, which were not the Australians. That wasn't, you even said that too. You prefaced it by saying that.
Yeah. He did not do a great job, but I don't know how I would operate as a coach with the Australians.
I didn't like the body language.
I didn't like the shake start in the fourth quarter in Game 7 when he hadn't played.
Well, he should. The point was he should have played him, but I
get you. I'm at a 7. We're in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's go, Joe Girardi.
Joe Girardi, according to the votes, the least liked manager coach in Philadelphia. 4 to 5 is the majority of the vote at 43%. 26% say 6 to 7, but 25%. Go 0 to 3.
Wow.
And then just 6% say the 8 to 10.
Doing bad in the Q rating.
All right. Well,
General?
Well, he did not have a great roster, but he did have, in the next 2 days, he could end up having the Cy Young Award winner and the MVP. So I got to put that in the high-end talent, and we know how poor Clintac did. So for competence, I can only give him about a 6. For likability, see, I feel like he overmanages at times. And that's not likability, but it annoys you because baseball's a slower game. Because you sit with every decision.
Yes.
You sit, unlike the bat, like if something happens and then something happens so quick, you might move on. With baseball, it sticks with you longer. I think I have to just go with 6 for Girardi.
I think that's high.
Yeah.
I'm a 4-5 man.
Yeah, I'm a 4-5 guy too.
And I
don't
like Joe G, but
personality-wise, I thought I would love him. He's not that likable.
He told you in a loss to the Diamondbacks in September that was just one game and his focus is for the playoff push. Well, that was the playoff push,
That was
dude.
the playoff push. He has said some things, but I do think that the bullpen being so terrible. Let's say the bullpen was just bad last year or just average last year. Then I think everybody likes him more. I'm trying not to take away for the fact that the players stunk. The fact that he had to pay Torreyes 140 games.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a part-time guy. He's playing every day for 2 straight months.
But then Didi Gregorius, who batted like .08 against lefties. Oh, well, he's my guy.
You know what? Down to a 5.
Yes.
Just for Didi alone. And Didi's a 0.
Yeah,
that fraud. Blame the vaccine for stinking. Even Aaron Rodgers didn't do that. He didn't even say, "Hey, the vaccine makes you bad at the sport."
Season.
The vaccine makes you bad at the sport. Didi's a 0, and he kept riding with Didi. Matter of fact, a 4.
Yeah,
just for that.
Yeah,
riding with that fraud.
See, the thing with him is, I'm thinking, oh man, Girardi, and there were people in New York who warned us.
He won because of the roster in New York, and they
so
could have
it's
won
kind of
more.
interesting,
almost like a McCarthy thing.
But I thought that guy was going to be great. I don't know. Anyway,
but the riding with Didi thing when Didi came up with something that no one else has came up with.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, and the last one,
Nicky Sirianni,
is what precipitated the conversation.
All right, so Nick Sirianni. What did you say before we even give your number?
So this is my issue. The Flyers hat I don't have an issue with yesterday, except the Eagles hoodie. Just wear a Flyers hoodie. You have money now. You're making millions. Where if you're going to double pander and go Flyers, the fact that he went Eagles Flyers, that kind of stuff does bother me.
Why that bother you?
Why?
Because it looked mismatched to me. And
when I was a kid, I would rock the Sixer jacket and the Eagle hat or the Flyer hat. Like, I would do that.
You also weren't a millionaire.
No, but,
Yeah, as you get older.
And I'm not a millionaire now, so I'd still do the same thing.
Right, well, I'm saying that if you have money to do things and you can get access to stuff because you're down there, you're right there.
And they're giving it to him for free.
That's what I'm saying. What you do is, we know you're the coach of the Eagles. You double Flyer.
I got, but you can't hold against
What if you went Flyer Sixers then?
Nah, also wrong.
Why?
No. You don't represent 2 at once.
What if yesterday was today? They're both playing today.
Nah. What you do is you just pick one or just wear Eagles stuff.
I can't agree with you there.
Well, you're asking me, right?
I go Flyers hat, Sixers shirt.
Yeah.
I know I'm not a millionaire.
You work here. So you're doing what you have to do to get by. If you have enough money, then I think you got to change the rules.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question.
Like a car that breaks down. I don't knock a person who has a car that's like a bucket that keeps breaking down. That's all they can do. But if you're a millionaire and you got a bucket that keeps breaking down, I'm out on you.
I don't know.
To me, this is the same thing.
Let me ask you a question. So say I got a Flyer hoodie, a Sixer hoodie.
Yeah.
I got a Flyer hat and a Sixer hat, which I think most of our listeners at some point, they have all that.
Yeah.
All right? Mm-hmm. You're saying you always got to be uniform?
Yeah.
If you're a millionaire.
Yeah. If you have the money.
But if you got, but it's not you got the hoodie. Like, it's not exactly I'm a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying?
But the hoodie was 75 and the hat's 35. Yeah,
that's far from the Rolls Royce.
But I'm saying, I'm being honest with you. I think that it should match.
You like the match.
Yeah.
Listen, if he's going to the Flyers game, go match. But he's just doing a press conference.
Then just take the hat off.
All right.
And that has bothered me throughout.
All right, so that lowers the...
Yeah, for me. And then the competence, good game, but 4 and 6 is still below 500. So for competence, I can't go higher than a 4. And then
but let me ask you a question, though. Do you think that they should be better than 4 and 6? Because I don't.
No, I think that they should have lost. I think they should have been closer a couple of times, mainly the Raiders game, for example.
Okay.
And I think
that's his defensive coordinator, but...
Right, well, that's his guy.
Right.
And I know that you give them autonomy, but don't lie to us after the game about how awesome he was.
Yeah, all right.
So, lying, that's another thing. You lose. For me, you start off at a 5 if you're a liar. Because I don't do liars. Right. I don't do lying. And he's lied, in my opinion, not just like fudge the truth. I don't do line.
He did say earlier this year, Jalen Hurts played the best game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
at the
like
quarterback
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a lie to me. So for me, he's a 4.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
So 4 to 5 got the majority of the vote. 45%. 28% said 6 to 7. 18% go to the 0 to 3. Just 9% say 8 to 10.
Now,
thank you, General.
Now, I think another year or two of being here, for him, it's probably going to take 2 more years. Understanding here a little bit better, and I think everything comes off.
Now, are you down with him another year?
Yeah, I think he's earned it at this point.
Okay.
I honestly think. Now, unless
I agree. Listen, I agree with you.
Unless they lose, they have to win 2 more division games outside of the Dallas one. He must split with Washington and the Giants. If he was to lose, get swept by those teams, I mean, I could quibble, but I think as of now, I think he's earned another year.
Okay,
based on merit.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
Yeah, on merit. Yeah.
Thank you, General. You're the best, buddy. We love it.
Little football news. The Ravens have released Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
I guess he's cooked.
Yeah, he saw because they didn't even play him.
Yeah. And they have 2 backs hurt.
I know. You'll love this, Tunis. Harry Potter cast to reunite for a TV special. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What are they going to do? Like, you know how like HBO, they did the Fresh Prince one, they did Friends, they all got together, they watched some clips.
I don't watch the reunited things, but here's the story. I just clicked on it. I just got the update. Yes, it's a retrospective. The Harry Potter stars and are reuniting 20th anniversary retrospective on HBO Max.
Dude.
But no JK. That was JK's brainchild.
Yeah, it was.
Listen. Don't kick aside the writer.
No, I'm not.
The writer's everything. Without JK, you got no Harry.
No, you're right. Is she not doing it, or are they not inviting her?
I don't know. The special.
Dude, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, well, the special's going to will feature the franchise central trio of Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson.
Love you, Emma. If you're listening.
And it's called Harry Potter's 20th Anniversary Return to Hogwarts. Will stream January 1 on HBO Max.
Sorry, bowl games.
All right. There you go. January 1st. You're going to go nuts.
I'm in, dude.
I know you are.
That's awesome.
HBO Max is also making a Harry Potter quiz show in a bid to have content tied to the Wizarding world on the platform.
Yeah, I'm kind of out on that because it's like fans.
Right.
Like, I thought it was going to be the people in the movie. I would have watched that, but like, what do I care about some random bloke that, wants to talk about Harry Potter? I don't really care.
Yeah.
I could do that in my own time.
So apparently, anyway, they're going to do a big thing. So
thank you for letting me know, man.
I know that I thought of you right away.
Charlie going to be a part of it?
Run the ball, Nick. Run the ball.
Charlie wouldn't say that, though.
No. Hey, I got it mixed up. Seth says, run the ball, Nick. Charlie says, don't listen to him, Nick.
And Seth must have ripped Charlie apart.
Charlie's back together and all. Hello, Nick.
His friend, Mr. Tape. Teach tapes. Remember?
I love it. Wait, hold on. You're doing well, Nick. You're doing well. Beat the Saints, Nick. Beat the Saints. I love Charlie, man. Charlie's my favorite. Let's talk a little Bagster. Love the Bagster, too. The Bagster bag, a 3 cubic yard dumpster to bag. Sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores everywhere for just a mere $29.99. That's right. So, you might have some projects coming up, especially at the holidays, right? You might be hosting, and you're getting some work done at the house, or you got to clean stuff up, maybe the leaves. I don't know, whatever it is you're doing. Landscape and stuff, whatever it is, the Bagster bag can handle it. All right? It holds 3,300 pounds of waste. That's a lot. Imagine that. All right? So whatever your cleanup plans are this fall, make sure you go get the Bagster. It'll help with everything. You buy it, you fill it, you simply schedule your collection, and poof, like Harry Potter, it's gone. Yeah. Shit. No time limit.
Good work out of you.
Listen, I can think on my feet. No time limit. Completely on demand. Go to thebagster.com to find the store nearest you for more details. Anthony Gargano tells you clean it up with the Bagster. Dumpster in the back.
Fanatic Sports Update.
2 games for Philly. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Lowe's. Lowe's Pro-Vember event is back through November 24th. Get top values on pro brands like DeWalt and Spyder. Lowe's, the new home for pros, U.S. only. At 7 o'clock, we have Flyers action, as they host the Flames. Puck drop will be at 7 o'clock, and you can listen live on WMMR. On the Fanatic, beginning at 10 o'clock, the Sixers travel to Utah to take on the Jazz. Unfortunately, Sixers still dealing with Joel Embiid and his COVID-19 diagnosis, and Matisse Thybulle's out because of health and safety protocols. Danny Green will miss the game because of hamstring tightness, so tough spot for the Sixers, who begin their West Coast trip tonight. You heard from Jeff McClain earlier today as the Eagles get set for their Sunday matchup with the New Orleans Saints. The Eagles without a home win so far this season. Hopefully they can pull that off this Sunday. That interview can be heard on 97.5thefanatic.com. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Join The Fanatic Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. at Wineworks on Route 70 in Marlton for your chance to win tickets to Anthony Gargano's Feast of the Seven Fishes on December 1st at the beautiful River Winds Restaurant on the waterfront in West Deptford. Anthony Gargano's Feast of the Seven Fishes is presented by Baroni Fini Wine. Visit the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com for details.
BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, welcomes you with a special offer on the NBA. I'm Derek Gund, and simply place a $10 moneyline wager on any game. If either team hits a three-pointer, you'll win $200 in free bets regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use bonus code DGUN200 when you make your first bet. Enjoy NBA action like never before with BetMGM all season long. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code DGUN200 to win $200 in free bets if a three-pointer is made in any game you wager on. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued are non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with Hollywood Casino Morgantown.
Fall's upon us, so it's that time of year again to consider replacing your old drafty windows and doors before another cold winter season rolls in. And when I need a company to help me with these home projects, I turn to the experts, my good friends at Guided Door and Window. Act now, you'll receive 20% off all windows and doors, plus Guided will allow you to start your project today with no money out of pocket. And take up to 3 years to pay it off interest-free once the job is expertly installed. So, you'll be able to start enjoying all the benefits of the new, highly energy-efficient windows and doors in your house, including an increased comfort level of your home and lower monthly energy bills. All the while, you take advantage of 20% savings, and you have the luxury of paying off your project with 0% interest for up to 36 months. But you must act now. This offer is for a limited time only, and restrictions apply. For full details, call Guida today and schedule a free no-obligation in-home estimate. The number's 1-877-GO-GUIDA, or you can check them out online at GoGuida.com. That's go, GUIDA.com.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash-out refi program and pay off high-rate credit cards, car loans, or other high-interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right. Whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is licensed by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Banking. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
When the water or wastewater pump system in your building goes down, count on Pump Man Philly to put the go back in your flow. Managers for Philly's municipal, commercial, and industrial facilities count on the experts at Pump Man Philly for troubleshooting, emergency repair, maintenance, and pump system replacements. You can't always predict pump failures, but you can be prepared for them if you save Pump Man Philly's number in your phone right now. 833-559-PUMP. That's 833-559-PUMP. Or online at pumpmanphilly.com.
Hey, you want to make up to $825 this month and help save lives? Well, you can by donating plasma at one of CSL Plasma's 5 area locations. You heard me right. As a new CSL Plasma donor, you can make up to $825 this month, and your donations can help create therapies to treat people with rare and serious diseases. For CSL Plasma locations and info on how you can donate plasma and make up to $825 this month, just visit cslplasma.com. And when you go, tell them Mike Miss says hello. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for life.
It's not just boughs of holly that are going to deck your halls this holiday season. It's you decking the whole house with outdoor lights and holiday decor from the Home Depot. Fill your yard with Yuletide treasure like a hand-painted LED reindeer sculpture. Want to build a snowman? You can, with our 6-foot sparkling snowman covered in lights. You can even pair it with a Disney inflatable spin. You know, from the movie your kids still watch 3 times a day. 'Tis the season to make things jolly, and the Home Depot has everything you need to make the holidays yours. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
From city streets to back roads. From road warrior to carpooler. There are some things you can always count on. Like the reliability, durability, and power of DieHard, America's most trusted auto battery. No matter where your journey takes you, count on DieHard to get you started on the road ahead. Available at your local Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest stores.
BetRivers Sportsbook wants you to be in control of your football bets. That's why players love the same game parlays at BetRivers. Same game parlays let you mix and match player props and game bets and gives a payout boost to the winning combinations you want to root for. Combine 2 bets or combine many. You pick your confidence level and then watch the game unfold. Bet on same game parlays at BetRivers.com or download the BetRivers app. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Get a head start on your holiday shopping. The Black Friday presale for Hand and Stone Massage and Facials BOGO event starts now. Stop in or call one of Hand and Stone's 57 locations in the area to pre-purchase the buy one, get one Black Friday gift card sale from November 1st to November 22nd. You can get in and buy a gift card at guest pricing and get a free promotional gift card. Or look up your nearest location for online-only specials. Restrictions apply. See the spot for details.
Cherry limeade, blue raspberry, twisted berry. What do those boldly delicious flavors have in common? They're loud, and they're all part of the Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye Pack. And they don't just taste loud. The tie-dye cans look loud, too. Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye Pack. The loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2021 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer, St. Louis, Missouri 63118.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's 1:30 across the Delaware Valley. Guys ready with the tuners. Let's get some of our friends and chit-chat away.
All right.
Glenn, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What's up, G?
Yo, what's happening?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, nothing much. Hey, listen, I got to chime in. I got to double down on with General Ty. I will also be at the Union game on Saturday as well.
Nice. So, I love it, you boys.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Also, you got to watch a little USA Panama this evening too before you get to the Flyers too, right?
When's that? They had a big win, right?
Yeah, they beat Mexico in the World Cup qualifiers last Friday. You guys were probably busy out there in Denver getting there. I guess
Yes.
to go Friday night.
Yeah. I just remember seeing something about it, like it was a college. I was looking for something college football, and I saw the cover was USA Men's Soccer. So I was like, wow, what's that?
Big win over Mexico in qualifying. So they had another one with Jamaica tonight. So
okay,
that'll still be qualifying, but still be. But anyway, you got the Union Saturday, so that excited with that. And hey, listen, real quick before I get to my Eagles point, and I forgot to mention this to you when we talked about what you were going to watch with the boys before Halloween, and of all things, and I forgot to mention this to you, but when my kid was little, I would read Edgar Allan Poe, the different poems, the Telltale Heart or the Casper Amontillado, because that stuff is scary.
Yeah,
so
it is.
I would read that to my kids, and they were just kind of, they just were hung on every word as you kind of got in. At first, they were a little bit bored with it, but as they got a little bit older, so your kids are at the age now. I bet you, if you read like those Edgar Allan Poe stories, it would probably scare them pretty good.
That's awesome, man. So, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Can I read them The Legend of Dr. J? Because that was the first book I ever read. By Bill Gutman.
Bill. But with the birds, right? And it's funny because you were talking about with Frank Reich moving over and the fact that Sirianni was there for a second with them, and when you look at the way that they're starting to run their offense, it kind of reminds me of the way that when you see Indianapolis kind of run with Jonathan Taylor. Now I know our backs aren't, I don't think, as good as Jonathan Taylor.
Right.
I mean, but they're starting to really just. They're starting to gouge defenses if they commit to that type of run game.
See, I think that's the line, right? I think that's I love the Eagles' offensive line.
Right. And running the RPO, as these guys have gotten older, Lane isn't as mobile as he used to be, and he's a little bit more difficult. And frankly, in the NFL, I hate running out of the shotgun. It just seems like it takes so long, and it just, you can just see the way that this offensive line is performing running out of a standard set as opposed to, out of the shotgun and one of these RPOs.
Yeah, listen, I think it depends. I agree with you. I mean, I like that better, but I like it better just because play action works better off of it. There are times when the back, depending on where it is, like goal line, you might, because of the space and the running start, and you could pick your hole better.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's just, and the other thing that I wanted to mention when I was talking to the producer was, it's funny because with expectations, there's a lot more, people get on the team, I think, a lot more, right? With the McNabb years, Stock years. This team has, very low expectations, and I find it to be way more enjoyable just to kind of, listen, we all want them to win and do well, right? And maybe the fact that they did win the
There's
Super Bowl
lower expectations. You're dead right. I mean, Glenn, you're dead right. The fact that they won the Super Bowl completely, I don't want to say neutered us because we'll never be neutered, but it completely took a lot of pressure. And quite frankly, it took the pressure off all the other teams as well. If we were still seeking a Super Bowl, oh my God, we'd be out of our minds.
Oh yeah,
we'd be out of our minds. So yeah, without a doubt, I think for sure that gave us a lot more patience, and it just quelled the madness.
I'll also say this: not that I'm taking, obviously I'm thrilled they won the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong here, but I think a lot of people have also been clouded by the Super Bowl in terms of how to build a team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And, there are people that they don't even think Jalen Hurts is like a franchise quarterback. They just go, look what happened in the Super Bowl. Nick Foles won, and they had the running backs of LeGarrette Blount and Jay Ajayi and Corey Clement. I go,
honestly, that team, the team that was on the field in the Super Bowl against New England would not win a Super Bowl from the start of the season.
Yeah, especially when you're missing,
right?
Well,
that's the point.
Jason Peters, who wasn't getting hurt every 5 seconds, Brandon Brooks.
But that actual game, the team that was on the field in the game, probably would not win a Super Bowl throughout a whole year. I mean, Wentz did get them the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah, he did.
Nikki, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Nick.
Fellas.
What's going on, Nikki?
Hi, Charles. How we doing, man? Welcome back.
You all right?
Yeah. Listen, I want to combine 2 of your stories from earlier.
Okay.
The hot dog and the living dog, they have the same standards. They're either really great, a dog that really loves you and loves other people, or they're really bad where you don't want to get near the dog, whether it's an eating dog or a hot dog. That's
interesting.
I mean,
you know what? Well, that's interesting. So, the only thing is the real dog.
Right.
The upside of the real dog better than the upside of the hot dog.
Oh, no.
Because the dog could disappoint you by having an accident, but 5 seconds later, you're loving this dog.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
No question. Listen.
The hot dog, you take a bad bite. Come on, man.
Exactly.
It's not getting better.
Yeah, greater gross is the... Yeah, exactly.
Right. Absolutely. There's no question the living dog is head and shoulders above the hot dog. But
yeah, exactly.
Same standard. So I was listening to you guys yesterday, and I was in the car, got to my account. You guys were going to commercials, so then I jumped out of my car, went to see my account. I tried to get back before the commercial was over, but, business is business. So when I get back in the car, I hear you talking to VG, and all I hear is the boot is bad. The boot is no good from you. Like, what's wrong with the boot? Like it's like
you thought I was talking about the boot of Italy?
Well, I thought I knew.
Come on, listen. I love the boot. I'm talking about the car boot from the parking authority.
Bad boot,
I love the other boot.
Right, just like the dogs. There's good boots and bad boots.
Right,
bad boot.
That's a bad boot, man.
That's a bad boot. Listen, how do we finally get a stud Alabama receiver? And he comes to Philly, and then our number 2 gets worse. He's less open now than he was before. How's that possible?
Who's that, Quez?
No, not Quez.
I see what you're saying.
Listen, Quez is number 2, but on paper, on the Howie paper,
I see.
2 is Jalen.
Right.
Yeah, how do you get less open right now? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know what to do with Rager. I'll be honest with you. In fact, my man Hutch on Instagram was asking me that too. And I go, dude, I don't even know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with him right now. He's bad. He's legitimately not good.
I heard somebody bring up a good point, I think last week or something. They said, Quez and Smith, they run normal offensive plays. Like they just in the regular scheme of your offense, they get open and they make plays. Jalen, you have to scheme a play just for him, end around, fake screen. You have to, and he still does nothing with it. It's ridiculous.
I know. I just don't know what you do with him, man, because that's a huge problem that you're going to have in the slot, right? Like that's a big hole that you have weapon wise. The good thing is you're going to get Sanders back, and I know there's this love affair with Boston Scott and Jordan Howard, and they're nice, but come on, I mean, Miles Sanders is a stud bat.
I'll say this about 2-6. I'm not crazy about 2-5. I'll say this about 2-6. 2-6 has 2 opportunities to bounce the ball outside and get chased down from behind, and then he's going to ride the bench like 2-5. So he's going to get the start. He's going to get the start, and most of. Wow,
you got him on notice. You got Miles on notice.
I got 2-5. I got 2-6 on notice. Yeah.
All right, Nikki. Great call. All right, so do you have Booby Miles on notice?
Well, listen. All right, so this morning, the morning show had this. It was John and Jamie.
Right.
They had an argument. Shocker. They had an argument, the two of them, and John was saying he doesn't want to mess with the offense right now. He'd rather still give majority of carries to a guy like Jordan Howard because he knows that Jordan Howard is a guarantee hit the hole 4 or 5 yards per carry, whereas Miles Sanders may do -2. Yes, he knows that the big 80-yard run is coming.
That's the danger of the stat, okay?
Right.
Because the faulty in John's thinking there is that what he does against the Lions and this group is to stretch the Lions and the Chargers is going to work against the Saints and other defenses. Ain't going to happen.
So here's the thing. Without a question.
That's why stats are evil.
Without a doubt.
Numbers are evil.
Miles Sanders, because of the way the team has been running the football, right, should be 18, 20 touches, right? Because they're running the ball well, and he's your lead back. He's come back from injury. Maybe they try to ease him back week 1. I don't know, his first week back. But I will say this, Ant. If the offense does all of a sudden just stall, and then, I don't know, like, what do you do? Like, what if it just stalls the next 2 weeks? He can't run the ball.
Listen, I don't know that they're going to be able to run the ball Sunday.
Well, yeah, because you're playing
Saints defense is good.
No, I get it, but what I'm trying to say is, what if John's right? Do you then go back to the Howard thing? Because remember before the season started, we were going through our numbers on the.
Dude, I can't do this. I got to be. But
I'm not the biggest Miles Sanders fan. You know that.
Again, but here's the problem: what you see against Detroit and against the Chargers, 2 of the worst.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Run defenses. It skews everything
without a doubt. But to Nick's point, on notice, yeah. If he's giving you,
man, not on this planet is Jordan Howard better than
if he gives you 15 carries, 30 yards on Sunday.
I want to chalk it up to New Orleans.
Okay, well that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Listen, I know people like. Listen, Jordan Howard is the complimentary back to Sanders.
Yes,
right. Like that's how it works.
Yeah, he should have been on the roster to start the season.
Listen, I agree with you. I agree with that. So. But Jordan Howard is a 6'8" carry a game guy. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Right. No,
I mean, there's a lot of backs around the league that you just got to go look at the league.
Yes.
There's way better backs. I'm not saying anything wrong about Jordan Howard, but, he is what
you're right. No, but I'm not saying it because I love Jordan Howard. There are also way better backs than Miles Sanders in the league. Like, Miles Sanders isn't a top 10 back.
Agreed, but Miles Sanders has ability.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he's got
explosive play.
He's got legitimately, like, Miles Sanders has that, I can break one at any time.
Yes.
Like, Boston Scott, God bless him.
Yeah, he does not.
See, we fall in love with these dudes.
He gets caught, too. He broke one against Denver, but got caught. It's not like he's got this game-changing
Miles Sanders can take it to the house.
Yes.
Like, no joke. He's got ability. Now, there are other issues of picking up a blitz, fumbling issues.
Catching the ball.
But he's also a guy that you need to feed.
Yes.
He's a back in the traditional way where you got to feed him. You got to give him 20 carries. Like, honestly, what I would do is we're looking to learning about the rest of the season.
Yes.
Okay? Listen, the playoffs be nice, but I really want to learn. I mean, I would give Miles Sanders 20 carries a game from here on out.
As he should.
He hasn't got 20 carries at all.
No, and because of bad game plan. No, as he should. But what?
He's a guy that
Nick is saying on notice.
You got to use the Colts. We brought up Jonathan Taylor, right? Look at his carries. I have.
Right.
He averages about 18 carries a game. He's between 16 and 20 every week.
Yeah, but you would also say you like Jonathan Taylor more than you like Miles Sanders.
I love Jonathan Taylor, all right? Not only because he's local. I love Jonathan Taylor. But I still have not seen Miles Sanders get consistent workload. Doug did the same thing. Doug threw the ball
it's been like 2 years.
Incessantly.
Right.
So let me just see for once Miles Sanders get a consistent workload.
And he should with this style of offense they're running, yeah.
Okay? If I could see that over the next 7 games, I at least have an idea going into the next year whether Miles is part of my future or not. Give him an opportunity. The kid's got speed, he's got moves.
Yeah, but the head coach isn't looking at it that way. He's trying to win.
Yeah, this is where I got to go, yo, Nick, let me see what that kid's got. I got to see what he's got. He's got to be a part. You have to find out whether or not, for once and for all, he's your lead back. You got to get a lead back. Boston Scott's not a lead back.
No.
Jordan Howard's not a lead back. This is about the future of this team.
Yep.
You got to find your lead back. So Give Sanders every opportunity. In the same way, I'm screaming about Hurts. I give Hurts. I didn't want Minshew.
Nobody wanted Minshew.
You heard me say it a million times. Listen, give Miles Sanders every opportunity. Give him legitimate carries. At least minimum 15. Forget about this Boston Scott, the Jordan Howard thing. You can mix in Jordan Howard or whatever and Boston, give him 1 or 2 to Boston Scott. I don't care what you do. But make sure Sanders gets 15.
And I agree with you. It's just going back to what Nick said, the on notice. If all of a sudden...
All right, well, at the end of the year, I'm not basing it off of New Orleans.
Like, not just one game.
Right,
No,
like the end of the year, after 7 games, if it's still bad, all right, well, then we can talk about that he's not a part of the future. At least you find out. I want to see it. We haven't seen it. Alan, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Alan.
Hey, you guys have a really good show going today. I know you're up against it. A couple of things. One, are you still looking at this season like a rebuilding and you have no emotional attachment to it, or are you starting to think maybe playoffs is a realistic thing?
Well, listen, I think by the state of the NFC, it's possible, right? Like the playoffs are possible by the state of the NFC. Do I think that this is a playoff team in normal years? I don't.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know Tunis was a big Potter fan. I got a suggestion. He should go up to New York and see the show. Because now on
That's
the
right, you are a Broadway man.
One part. It's down to one part. It used to be 2 parts. Now they condensed it to one thing.
Right?
You don't have to waste the whole thing on it. So that's my tip.
I read the screen. I read the screenwrite this summer, so I'd be interested in seeing it.
And I want to just clarify one thing about the guy who called about the Borscht Belt in Stockton. I'm surprised he's just focused on the cheesesteak. It's supposed to be like an ode to a Jewish deli with pastrami and corned beef and all that. And by the way, Stockton is nowhere near the shore. Stockton is north of Lambertville, actually, on the Delaware River. So just thought I'd...
Oh, why, thank you, Alan. I did not know. You know what I was thinking of? Stockton College.
Do you know what the Borscht Belt refers to?
No.
The Borscht Belt is an ode to the old Jewish hotels up in the Catskills in the late.
Oh, how
late
cool!
50s and
That's
60s.
awesome.
The Concord and all these places that used to be really thriving.
Yeah, that was wasn't ever like the Vegas of the East.
It was the Vegas of the East. You had
the Catskills.
You had like Don Rickles and Buddy Hackett and all those guys would play. Would play the.
Oh, that's awesome.
What the Borscht Belt was. So I didn't mean to digress.
No, I love learning that stuff. Are you kidding me? I love that, Alan.
Anyway,
thanks,
the Eagles saved our weekend, man. After Villanova lost, the Flyers, and Saturday the Flyers lost, and the Sixers lost. Thank God the Eagles pulled it out and saved the weekend for everybody. And Ty, great call on going to Union. My son's going to be there also. So
nice, good job, Alan. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, pal. Yeah, that's good. I love that. Now I love learning the different things. I was thinking Stockton College,
right?
What's this near the shore? We got another Alan. Alan. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Big Al.
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening now?
Not much, man.
Talk to me, babe.
Hey, man, I just want to say, Eagles fan, just relax on Jalen Hurts. Ain't that what Aaron Rodgers said when they went on the street? Just relax.
Yeah, what are you referring to, babe?
Because they saying, like, I've been hearing everybody saying, oh, he's not this, he's not that.
I don't think so. Not today. I think today's been pretty positive.
I think Nick Sirianni is finally learning. He's like putting Jalen in a better situation for the Eagles to win.
Yeah, I think listen, I think they're married at the hip and they help each other. Right? I do agree with that.
Like in the first half of the season, whereas though like Nick Sirianni was running like high school plays where it was like everybody was keyed in.
Well, they were running the offense it was the offense that Jalen ran at Oklahoma and Alabama with a couple wrinkles. That's what it was. So I get you. Listen, I feel you. All right, we're getting kicked out as always, but man, what a fun show today. Flew by,
blast, man.
It flew by.
I can't believe it's 2:00 already. Can't believe it.
I know. Give me our final poll numbers.
Oh Yeah, of course. I'll do that in 30 seconds for you.
Never mind.
No, I got you. Polls on 97.5 Middays.
I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to give them out.
Here, I'll give you the majority. So Sirianni, the majority said 4-5. Girardi 4-5, but more people said 0-3 for Joe Girardi than Nick Sirianni. Doc Rivers, vast majority said 6-7. Vigneault 6-7, but a lot of 8-10 votes, and then majority 8-10, 50% said Jim Curtin.
Oh, good. All right, there you go. All right, that was our Q rating for the coaches in town. Everybody, thanks for hanging as always. It's so much fun. We love you. Have a great day. Stay tuned. Mikey, Mr. General, and Jen coming up next. We love you. See you in the morning.
Fanatic Sports Update.
A Philly doubleheader. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit PAWorkinjury.com. Sixers in action tonight when they travel to Utah to take on the Jazz, beginning of their West Coast trip. Tip-off will be at 10 o'clock, and you can listen live right here on The Fanatic. They unfortunately will be without Joel Embiid, and Matisse Thybulle still out because of health and safety protocols. And Danny Green will be out because of hamstring tightness. Flyers, they're playing at 7 o'clock. They host the Flames. That game will be on WMMR. This update is also brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customises your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
40 days up to 40 pounds. Say it with me. 40 days up to 40 pounds.